I was spending an awful lot of time thinking about this whole Giants situation and in every which way that I possibly could. And I have to tell you, it is completely fascinating to me how this all went down. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. It is Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. And, of course, over on YouTube, where you should be watching, listening, doing it all. And it happened right at the end of our show yesterday.
I know. You teased it, come back, it happens, then we go off the air.
But I teased it not knowing that it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It happened during the break. And so we
That's hot.
All right, Harvey, let's dial it back here, okay?
Welcome back,
What do we
Harvey?
pop in here? Harvey Cruz pops in here like once a week. We don't have creative freedom on the show, Harvey.
Sorry.
Could have been worse. You could have been Joe Leo.
Like, I wonder, Daboll is not going to speak to the media. He's not going to address it. Did Shane address it? I think he did.
No, they haven't spoken yet at all.
No press conference?
Nobody has spoken at all
yet. You can't just fire a coach like that. And like the interim
You want to bet?
Well, today.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
Well, tomorrow they're going to have to talk.
Joe Shane's not going to talk. Well, the new coach is going to talk.
Yeah.
But Joe Shane, I'll be stunned if he talks before the bye week or before the end of the year.
It is amazing.
Maybe the bye week.
It is amazing that he rode the Jackson Dart stuff to save his life. You know what I mean? Because why isn't he caught up in the rapture? I don't understand. Now he's going to lead the coaching search. When you lead these coaching searches, and he's only going to bring somebody that he feels comfortable with. So you can have this search that's supposed to be random and go through the process, but at the end of the day, it always comes back to some 6 degrees of separation, somebody that knows somebody, because people are afraid to have somebody that could challenge them. Nobody wants a coach that they'll feel like they can work with or that's going to challenge their authority.
So let's go through all of this. Joe Shane stays. Brian Daboll goes. They obviously came together, both from Buffalo, when they did. I have no doubt that over the last several months, there has been an active campaign by Shane behind the scenes. And I'm not talking about going into the owner's office every day and saying, oh, can you believe what he's doing here? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all the subtle little things that come along during the year, that comments get made, that all discussions happen behind the scenes, that things like that. There is no doubt in my mind that over the last several weeks, there has absolutely been the GM separating himself from the head coach. And
it is so easy to do that because a lot of times you're sitting up there in the booth right next to the owner explaining what's going on. Now, a guy like Mara, maybe more than Tish, kind of knows what's going on, has his own opinions.
And it's not like Joe Shane can sit there and John Mara's going to lap up everything that he's saying.
But he's going to eat some of it.
Yeah.
He can see that, hey, this is going in the wrong direction. Let me save myself. And I wonder how much of that was going on, and how much undermining was going on with Daboll without Daboll even knowing. That usually generally what happens. So I'm curious, what's going to happen, what Joe Shane's going to say, and how the relationship is with Shane and Daboll going forward. Does Daboll feel like he was made a scapegoat, by himself, understanding that we all know that this defense didn't live up to expectations. We understand that we don't consider, like before this season started, even with all the good players they have, we considered this one of the worst rosters in football. Who's responsible for that?
Well, this is the problem. When you start to read today in different places, and this is not a knock on any of the reporters because everybody gets their own exclusive stuff, and that's what's important to do these days. When you start to read today that, don't believe that this was any kind of a power struggle behind the scenes, it's not about a power struggle. It's about separating yourself from the other guy, and then it becomes survival of the fittest. And it becomes all about who is going to get the benefit of the doubt from the owner. This is problem number one for me. The fact that Shane was not fired as well and is not going to be fired at the end of the year. You want to tell me you want to keep him for the rest of the year just for continuity's sake? Okay. But the fact that they made clear that he's going to lead the coaching search, personally, I don't believe he's going to hire the next head coach, but he's going to lead the coaching search. I think that's a public way of reassuring everybody this guy isn't going anywhere. And personally, when I look at the failures of the Giants over the last 3 years, 11-33. 11-33.
Yeah.
The coach is absolutely responsible, and boy, the GM is very much responsible.
I mean, who's that player outside of Neighbors that we say, whoa, he got, man, look at this talent that he brought in. Is it Thibodeau? Is it Banks?
You might have said Scattaboo. He got hurt too early.
Scattaboo. I mean,
you might have said Tyrone Tracy last year. Huh?
That's not. It's not like they found Breece Hall in the third round or something like that, or in the fifth round. It's not like they found Alvin Kamara, somebody like that.
Is it Drew Phillips, the nickel corner?
No.
Does that do anything for you?
That's a blah sandwich.
So here's my point.
They didn't even find like a Quincy Williams to come in that was a guy that was nothing, that they got for nothing and turned into something.
If you look at the first two drafts, there's really, I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson's a good player. He's turned out to be a good player. That was the first draft. This year, he's turned out to be a good player. He had good numbers last year. Cordell Flott, that do anything for you? He was a third-round pick in 2022 and finally becoming something.
Evan Neal?
No, I'll tell you. Kayvon Thibodeau, Evan Neal, Wan'Dale Robinson, Cordell Flott, Daniel Bellinger, Micah McFadden. Okay, that first year is 23. Banks, Schmitz, Hyatt, your top three picks. And then a lot of guys I've never heard of. 23 was a complete wash. 24, Neighbors, which I think anybody would have made that pick.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder made that one. That's the year they didn't get the quarterback.
Newbin had a good first year. Has he been good this year? I think he's been okay. Phillips has been a good player. Theo Johnson, up and down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look at the draft history and say there are so many home runs here for this guy.
Now, listen, they got the quarterback right, and that's what matters the most. But
yes, that's why he's still here.
If we compare Shane drafts to Douglas, it's not even close.
I'm not going to say that this is fact because I haven't talked to anybody who would know that this is fact. But here's what I would say. If I were to guess, the primary division between the GM and the head coach is the fact that Dart got hurt again the other day.
Yeah.
And it was the fourth time that he'd been evaluated for a concussion. And at some point, doesn't the coach have to make sure that that's not happening? You can say all you want back at the draft. And remember, Shane even gave Daboll some credit saying, you got the guy you wanted. We traded up to get the guy you wanted. Hang on. No, Shane said that at the time.
Wow.
We got the guy you wanted.
So why is the other guy getting credit for the guy being here then?
Well, no.
I should have all the credit. The guy I wanted, you didn't really want him?
I'm not saying he didn't want him. I'm saying that Daboll definitely wanted him. Shane might have wanted him too. I don't think Shane would have traded up to get him. But the point is he made that comment to him. And he gave him basically some credit along the lines there. But what happened this year was that, hey, we got the guy, but now we're beating the crap out of him. What are we doing? And I think that's what ultimately led to Shane being here and Daboll not being here.
Well, what are we doing? The running back that we had that was helping us out with the run yards is gone. Our best runner, our best way to get run yards is our quarterback because it forces you to play 11 on 11. Now, the issue is once he got injured, and you still put him at risk, is that him or is that Kafka? I have to ask that question. I mean, is Daboll calling the plays?
Kafka's calling the plays, apparently.
But this is the problem you get into. Are you trying to win games? Because if he's trying to win games, Dart had them in those games because of his ability to score 2 touchdowns with his legs on design runs. I mean, on the power. He was untouched into the red zone. I mean, into the end zone. So I just don't know why they're separate. And if Daboll is the reason why he insisted on getting Dart, that he identified Dart as his guy, and it wasn't like a Shane saying, hey, we got to get this guy, then the credit should go to the coach.
This is what it felt like to me. I was thinking about this last night. Daboll got his toy, and he got to play with it.
Yeah.
But then he just didn't quite know how to handle it, and it kind of made me think of Tommy Boy.
Well, then I get all excited. I'm like Jojo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet. The pet is my possible sale. Oh, my pretty little pet. I love you. So I stroke it, I pet it, I massage it. I love it. I love my little naughty pet. You're naughty. And then I take my naughty pet and I go.
That's exactly what it felt like. He had this little toy, and he couldn't help but just play with it and play with it until he destroyed it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's some producing right there, man.
Well, I did that, so thanks. Ray did cut the clip, but
Tell you what, man. That's where we at. That's reality. And now it's so much. It's like we have to look back, we have to look present, and then we have to look future. Because who's your quarterback this week? I just don't know how Kafka can run out Russell Wilson and people believe that they have a chance to win.
They don't. They don't.
You might as well go with the unknown.
Why wouldn't you play Jameis this week? Now, I'm operating under the assumption that Dart is either not out of protocol or, at the same time, even if he is, you're not going to be stupid to rush him back.
You want to have an abundance of caution when it comes to Dart. Like, because you get 2 concussions, second impact syndrome is a real thing. Yep. And he is too young to be dealing with that, and you don't know, sometimes they can have lingering effects. Just let the kid rest up. It's beneficial for the team.
And the kid has basically shown he cannot protect himself.
Yeah.
And will not protect himself. And so he's got to learn how to do that better.
He wears it as a badge of honor. And understanding, and that's so hard because quarterbacks want to be like the guys so bad. They want to be tough, play through it. No, bro. We don't need you to be a tough guy. Like, that's for the fullback.
What I really don't understand, and we'll get more into Jameis here in a bit, is how exactly is it that you continue to make the same mistake where you fire the coach but not the GM? They did this with Coughlin and Jerry Reese. Yeah. They did this with Gettleman and Pat Shurmur.
Yep.
Like, what are we doing that we're continuing to do this?
Arranged marriages.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like when you are – clearly the GM had a lot of say the first time around in who the coach should be, or a lot of influence at least into how that whole situation was going to go down. But what I would say is, why does he automatically get another bite at the apple here? I'm not convinced he's going to make the decision. Do you think he's making the decision?
They're saying he's going to make the decision.
They're saying he's leading it.
Ain't today Mike Tannenbaum Day? We ain't calling the 33rd
that's
team?
tomorrow.
We ain't calling the 33rd team?
No, that's tomorrow.
See, Aaron Glenn didn't win enough games. See, if the Jets would have been balling like the Commanders did last year, we'd have been had the 33rd team. He wouldn't have got a job with the Jets.
Exactly. Good job.
See, that's how you know it's always his side job, man. So you know that Shane is going to be somebody from Buffalo. It's going to be somebody from his coaching tree. It's going to be somebody like that.
This is what I hate.
I got it. He going to hire Brady.
Is he going to hire another Buffalo offensive coordinator?
He going to hire Brady.
Why?
Because look what he's done with Josh Allen. That's the same reason why we got Brian Daboll. Joe Brady, that is the most giant move ever.
Well, I got a list of 20.
20?
20 possibilities for later in the show. Joe Brady's on the list. I'll tell you that right now.
Is Anthony Beck on the list?
No. You will find out. There is one guy on the list that to me is above all else, and it's very real, and it's not talked about enough.
I could be a linebacker coach?
I didn't say that. And there's one guy on the list that I think is a complete and utter ridiculous reach.
Ooh.
I think everybody else in the middle is not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay, so
we're not doing that now.
I know, but you say one's a ridiculous reach.
Yep. What I would consider right now a ridiculous reach.
So, Harv, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down some names on the paper, and I'm going to give them to you because I can read this big dome right here. I can read into that mind. I'm like Xavier from X-Men.
In the meantime, we got to hear from people right now on what they thought of what happened. How are you?
much like Tibbs, it was a whole group of people that wanted him gone.
Yep.
Speak up and show your work.
And it's not just did you want him gone and did the right thing happen? It's did the right guy stay? Should Shane still be here?
Exactly.
It's all there for you at 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. We are going to get your comments in from the YouTube chat as well. So let's get rolling, and we will begin today with Ryan, who is in West Orange, New Jersey on ESPN New York. Ryan, what's going on?
Oh, that's the good orange. That's the safe orange.
Yeah. I trained with you, Bart, at Lifetime in Sloan Park. I know.
Hey, man, don't be telling where I be getting my swole on, man. Be telling where I get my swole on.
Do you know how many times you said Lifetime in Florham Park?
Oh, my
I
bad.
haven't seen you in a long time, man. I figured you moved.
Nah, man, I work out here, so I get there every blue moon.
I hear you, man. That's what's up, man. Bart's a real dude. Always takes the time to talk to people in the gym. Real dude. But I'm a Jets fan, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think Shane is out. I think they're going to pull a Jets move and fire him at the end of the season because he's just done a terrible job. He's like 30% on any hit on the draft, no free agents. They have to let him go. And they messed up. I just want to say this before you guys go.
They already said they're
messed
not.
up because
They already said they're not.
He said they can change their mind. You saying that they banana tailpipe.
They said they were going to fire. They weren't going to fire the coach in the middle of the season either.
Not like this.
The guy
they didn't say it like this. They didn't say it. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I think we'll see how the rest of the season plays out. But I think they're going to fire him, and I think they made a big mistake 4 or 5 years ago when they hired the wrong Brian. They didn't want that Brian to be the face of the franchise.
But
that was the right Brian.
No, he's talking about Flores.
Oh, yeah.
Flores, yeah.
Oh. See, but he got a lawsuit. I feel like because
Well, then he didn't have the lawsuit. Now that's the whole reason that's part of this lawsuit.
Nah, that's true.
But I don't think they're –
I don't know if they're going to bring a defensive guy in. Usually you go offense to defense in these organizations. Brian Flores on the list. No?
I'm not telling you anything. We're not going to give up the list beforehand.
Ant-Man, yeah, that's me. It's a list of 20. You got to at least throw some teasers out there.
I'm not throwing any I already gave you 2 teasers. There's one that's a ridiculous reach right now, and there's one that is clear-cut above everybody else, the number one choice on that list that, to me, if a discussion doesn't happen, it's franchise malpractice.
Can I ask you this? Is the Giants
You're like a kid on Christmas morning that can't wait, trying to wake everybody up in the house.
I'm not asking you this list. I'm not asking you about the list. It's the Giants. If the Giants were a collegiate team, what college would they be? Are they Penn State? Are they LSU? Are they?
I think
as far as desirability, like would a coach from another place
of the jobs that are open right now?
Just period. Like
I think the Giants would be one of the most desirable jobs because of Dart. And because of the pass rush that they have.
But I'm talking about the franchise. How does this franchise perceive from or do people look at them like an old franchise that's stuck in their old ways? Or do they still see them as the prestigious organization that, the 5 Super Bowls suggest that they are?
I think that people still see them in a very favorable light.
So who are they?
But over the last few years, they have become the Jets.
Are they Penn State? Are they Michigan State?
Are you talking about
LSU?
Again, are you talking about the teams that are just looking for coaches, or are you talking about the schools overall? I think the Giants are very much like Penn State.
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the teams per se. Like it could be any school, like Michigan, LSU.
Giants are like
USC.
Michigan. The Giants are like Michigan and Penn State. That's what they're like.
Are they Notre Dame?
They want to be like Notre Dame. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Are they perceived like – because I feel like it's been a cosmic shift. I feel like if this was the early 2000s, people see the Giants as like this prestigious place. Like, man, I need this in my resume. This is like my dream job. I always wanted to work for the Maros. You know what I mean? Whereas like people look at the Jets like a whole different type of franchise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does the Giants still hold that 5-star rating as a job?
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay.
I think they absolutely do.
So do you think it would be consideration that if they really wanted somebody, they can trade for them and say, hey, I want this coach, like Kansas City traded for Herm Edwards, or like Tampa Bay traded for John Gruden?
I think they could if they wanted to do that. if they want to. And I think in some cases
Okay.
they wouldn't necessarily have to if they wanted to hire a coach from another team. Oh, another little tease right there. That's right. Let's continue. They're rolling in. Let's go with Frank in Newark next on ESPN New York. Frank, what's up?
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Good.
I'll tell you this much. With Daboll, yeah, we spoke about it last week. I kind of wanted him gone. I mean, when you put your quarterback in harm's way and you just look like a desperate man trying to maintain his job, you're not making sound decisions for the team. Do I believe that Schoen is blameless in all of this? No, he carries some of the blame. I mean, he put together this roster, and he put together our defense, which he spent a pretty penny on, and they're out underperforming out there in the field. I mean, to be honest, when they hired Shane Bowen, it just felt like they were picking out one of the top defensive coordinators, popular names out of the market. It wasn't like they did their homework on it. And I'll be even now, if Wink Martindale was still in our defense, I think we would have had a 5-5 record like they said this morning.
Well, I think that it's the real question is, why are we here with Daboll? And I think we're here with Daboll because of a laundry list of things. I think the Wink Martindale thing was certainly in there toward the beginning of when this started to fall apart. But what put them over the edge to me is the fact that Dart got hurt the other day. That they were not protecting him from himself and did not seem to have much interest in protecting him from himself because they were afraid, Bart, that he was going to lose his edge if they tried to dial him back too much.
Well, you don't have – if you saw the game, Caleb Williams didn't have to have design runs to let his athleticism and his ability take over. So I don't think that's the case. I mean, I think the fact that he got hurt on a design run means that somebody called it. So they put him in harm's way that way. If he would have got hurt on a scramble, I don't think it'd be no problem. But because he got hurt on a design run, that means that you kept throwing our guy out there at risk. And how important at this point – see, the most important thing wasn't the fact that the Giants won games. It was just about Dart's development. That's what this whole year is about. So the fact that you put winning in front of the kid's development is, I think, the ultimate sin.
Ian O'Connor just tweeted this a little while ago, and it was texted to me. He doesn't believe Joe Schoen is certain to be the Giants GM next year. They needed someone to get things going on the search, especially with John Mara being sick. Ownership will make the final call on the coach in January, when I'd expect Schoen to be reviewed again. Now, that's interesting.
So Ryan could be right.
If that's the case, I mean, I don't want to say I applaud him getting fired, but I understand the reasoning if that is what we're talking about here. I don't know how healthy John is and what he's capable of doing right now and how involved. I mean, he's going to be very involved. No matter what, he's going to be very involved. Yeah. But as far as hiring the new coach, I don't think Joe Schoen's hiring the new coach. I don't buy that for a second. He'll put some candidates in front of them.
Can we see the return of Joe Douglas?
I doubt it.
To the market with a quarterback? But he's built there. He can pick everything else.
I know. I think what are the Giants ever going to
Joe Douglas is a Giants type of guy.
Are the Giants ever – he is. Are the Giants ever going to take a guy that was fired by the Jets?
Who cares? Yes.
I don't know about that.
Okay. They took Leonard Williams.
That's not fired by the Jets. It's a trade.
They took Snack Harris.
Again, weren't they trades?
They've been cherry-picking from the Jets and making them better players and having more success with them than all the time.
Listen, I'd be all for it.
People see Joe Douglas as a Raven. They see him as somebody that
you see him as a Raven. People see him as a Jet and an Eagle.
No. He made his heyday for a long time with the Ravens. He was with the Ravens before anybody. He learned under Ozzie forever. He started out as a grad assistant and grew up that way. I think the Giants, because the Giants and the Ravens have this weird bond with each other, rather it goes back to how the friendship between Fossil and Brian Billick. He brought him in as a consultant to give his friend money. I feel like it's like a kinship between those two organizations, as I think they kind of were the mentors to the Ravens, because the Ravens was a newfound franchise, and they had that history in the Super Bowl.
We are just starting rolling at 800-919-3776. Should Schoen be gone as well as Daboll? All of that is on the table for you, in addition to who's next. And I've got a lengthy list to get to that I have spent numerous hours just cobbling together. And I think you're going to find, hopefully, somewhat interesting.
Hey, get to the hit us up on what, YouTube?
YouTube chat.
Hit us on YouTube chat with the suggestions. See how many of Carlin's 20 you can break down.
Bart and
I wish
Carlin.
we had a T-shirt we can give.
Yeah.
We used to have great T-shirts. CMV?
Yeah, we paid for them too.
That's
you
true.
think the station paid for them when we were there?
That's true.
That was fan. They were cheap as could be. Nobody was paying for that. We were paying for that. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Plus, score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just 1 day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
All right, let's roll. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app.
Wait. This is the first time I've ever heard somebody put some music on. I didn't know who the hell it was. Harvey, what's this?
Never heard of Big L before?
Big who?
Big L?
Yeah, I heard of Big L.
Yeah, it's him.
More of an underground guy. Your knowledge goes deep, Harvey. Didn't know that.
Well, apparently the bar is set to Joe Leo, so as long as I clear that, I'll be okay.
Lee in Harlem is up next on ESPN New York. Lee, what's going on, bud? Lee!
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, I got 2 points. 1 point, I think Daboll could have saved his job if he would have fired that defensive coordinator after the Denver game. And what do you think this combo, Chucky and Rex as a defensive coordinator?
Man, you talking about made for TV. They should have a podcast.
They should have a podcast. That's a much better podcast than a head coaching defensive coordinator combo.
And have Rob come in for like every other segment, like Joe Beningo. Bro, hey, bro.
I will tell you.
On the list?
He's on the list.
Oh, who?
Gruden. Oh. But it's not happening. Gruden is on the bottom of the list, as in highly, highly unlikely.
I want Gruden to get hired, and I want him to sign Tucker.
What, do you just want to sign everybody ever who's gotten in trouble?
Yes.
Everybody ever.
They all need a home.
No, they don't. They might need homes. Doesn't have to be my home. It's like at the bar when it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Can't you see Tucker on the weekends in the offseason leading the opera here?
In fact,
Center?
I can't. Let's go to Jose in Connecticut up next on ESPN New York. Jose, what's up?
My guys, what's up? So 2 points. Actually, to that color's point, Daboll, and Renan said it earlier, Daboll cannot fire Shane Bowen because he ruined the relationship with Wink, and Bowen was his guy. So he was out of options, basically, is what Renan said. And then he also couldn't get along with Kafka. And Kafka was the guy who helped develop Patrick Mahomes. So, I mean, he was out of options. I think he got
there's a line of guys who were taking credit on Patrick Mahomes. All right?
Matt Nagy, Eric the Enemy.
Yep, exactly.
Sure, but still, like, even the point where Renan was saying was he couldn't get along with Kafka. And then one of the points where Wink was making was but Daboll was constantly yelling at them so much that he couldn't even concentrate and call plays. So that's not a leader of men. We need a real leader of men, a CEO. You guys keep saying CEO, right? So Daboll might be a good quarterback guy, but he's not a leader. Like, that just proves it. And then that's the only reason why Shane has a leg to stand on. Like, guys, we would be 6-4 if it wasn't for these stupid decisions and then firing the guy that I hired. This is his guy. So I don't know
that you can say a 2-8 team would be 6-4. That's pushing it.
But they lost.
They lost 3 games that they shouldn't have lost. Right? No, but they lost 3 games that they shouldn't have lost. But you can't say that if somebody else would have been the DC or whatever, that definitively wouldn't have happened. You can't.
Somebody got to take the blame for this unit performing so bad.
It's been terrible. It's been absolutely terrible. All right, let's hear a little bit from Jordan, who was on with DiPietro and Rothenberg this morning. And this was him on that whole thing about firing Bowen, not an option for Daboll.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was an option for him, right? He had already, I guess fired isn't the right word, but he had already butted heads with Mick Martindale. That was his hire, right? Shane Bowen. So I don't know if that was really an option. Throwing another coach to the Wolves. I don't know if that would have been good for him long term. Like, remember, he's got to go find a job at some point somewhere else. If he's just pointing the finger and sacrificing coaches left and right, which he already did a bunch, right? Like, to do that again, that would have been a tough thing to do. So I don't know if that really was an option for him, whether the Giants wanted to let him do that and whether he wanted to do that.
Here's a little bit more on Brian Daboll and how he got fired because of his own ways.
I think Brian Daboll, in a way, got too concerned about what everybody else thought about him. Like, always worried about perception, right? I think that got the best of him at times here. It was always about, at times it was more about not what was right or wrong, but what would everybody think? And I really do. And then the emotion part of it, like, that ended up being his undoing, right? I mean, he flipped the tablet at Daniel Jones. He fought with Wink and, flat out lied about it. The only thing we ever fought over was the slice of pizza. Flip-flopped on decisions back and forth. Remember, he actually skipped the backup quarterback at one time, went to the third string, then went to the second string, then went back to the third string. Think about it. He had Mike Kafka as his play caller. He pulled it from him. He took it over. He ended up giving it back to Mike Kafka. Like, they're just too many. If these little things, like, make a difference, and they add up to the point where eventually, if you're all over the place and you don't have convictions with your decisions and you're not making sound decisions, those kind of things cost you.
Yeah, I think that's all true. I also think there was kind of a lack of discipline that was certainly a factor. Because, you think about Banks and the mistakes that he had made and the lack of accountability for Deonte Banks and all of it. It's one thing when you're going to let a superstar, kind of give you a hard time. It's another thing when it's Deonte Banks who's going to make mistakes on the field and there's no accountability for that.
Yeah, and the locker room knows. And teams know. And when you can't hold people accountable and everything's not the same, that's what happens when stuff starts to fracture. People start to break ranks. And what happens is you have two separate teams within one. And I don't know if Daboll had lost the locker room, but when you get the quarterback hurt and then your defense, and this is what I want to know. That's why I love what the Rangers did. What was the plan? Remember they told us there was this plan that him and Schoen and Daboll, that's why they're keeping them?
Yep.
So the plan didn't work and you fire him before the season's over with? I would assume that the plan wasn't a one-year plan.
Well, my interpretation of what they said yesterday, when they throw in sentences like we believe he's built a core of good young players when they're talking about Schoen.
Yeah.
That says to me he's staying at least another year. I can't imagine. Like, I saw one suggestion this morning from Paul Schwartz, and Paul knows that team inside and out. Paul suggested, he might get a contract extension. I'm like, what?
Didn't they just sign his? No, they signed an extension, after the second year.
No, but, for Schoen, there's no need to. What is the big deal of having a lame duck GM? I have no problem with that. It's one thing when it's a head coach because you're talking about the players having to respond to him and just saying, you're not going to be here anyway. I don't think you have to give a GM an extension if you're going to keep him.
Yeah.
There's no point.
They do that to make sure that when they leave, they got money. They keep them and they can search for a job, I guess.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. This from Greg O'Donnell on the YouTube chat, which you can get over on the ESPN YouTube page and watch the show there. Bart's head is big. Big, I never realized. But Carlin's head is literally twice the size. His hat size must be a 9+.
Wow.
What is your hat size?
Mine is 7 1/4. I don't have a real big head.
You've got the tiny head.
Yeah, and I don't have hair on my head, so yeah, my head's not that big.
No, I have a size 8+.
Yeah, you got it.
It's one of those things where it just depends on the cut. The European cut of a hat is not going to fit me at a size 8.
You're Juggernaut.
I am Juggernaut. I've got a giant head, man. I'm the brain from Pinky and the Brain.
Why you think my head is so big?
I don't know why he thinks your head is big.
I think
your head, a 7 1/4 head is tiny.
Yeah, well, maybe a 7 3/8 or something like that.
Next time you wear a fitted hat in here, let me take a look at it.
Hard. When we go in the I thought he had a fitted hat.
No, he's got the snapback on it, on that hat.
Yeah,
Harv, what head size are you? 6 7/8?
No, I appreciate it, but no, I like to think about 7 3/4. I think
7 3/4.
No, excuse me. I think it's or 7 3/8.
No,
something like
it's
that.
not. And here's how I know. If you look at Harvey right now, he is wearing a hat backwards, right?
Yeah.
If Harvey's head was 7 3/4, it would be on like the second to last clip on the back of the hat. And he's got like,
He
it's
got
got
a
a
lot of
cross.
extras,
He's got like 5 or 6 things clipped in as opposed to like just 1 or 2. That's why I can't wear one of those backwards because it's barely on one.
So
and
one,
it looks like it's just
and you know what? It's triangle out.
Exactly. It's triangled and it looks like it's going to fall apart at any moment.
Help me.
It's like wearing a belt.
Help me.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. The List is coming at 11.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter.
The post-crib assembly press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. And we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it, like that. Ask your phone, group chat, smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time, no waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
NBA fans, the race for the Emirates NBA Cup is on.
When the games begin,
30 teams will start, but only 8 will advance.
Oh, he puts it in!
And only one champion will capture the cup.
Let's go!
To finish first, they'll have to put the pedal to the metal. Who will capture the cup? Well, let's see what happens on the court.
Basketball is back!
Emirates NBA Cup Group Play continues every Friday on Prime.
The list is coming up at the top of the hour. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, also on YouTube, where we've got a ton of comments coming in. Carlin has a large head, but he ain't got nothing on Michael K. See, here's the problem, and that's Marcus Blackman Sr. Marcus, I have made that same mistake. I used to accuse K of having a giant head. The problem with K is he's got a very long head.
He got no sides. He got that Peyton Manning Frankenstein head.
Yeah, it's kind of long and thin.
Yeah.
So on top, it's not out of whack.
He got that Phineas and Ferb head.
Yeah. But he does not have a giant head.
Depends.
Elijah says I have a neck like Mike Tyson. Well, if I had a neck. We have a couple of other suggestions coming in. Guys who I can tell you who are not on the list. Bill Callahan. People are suggesting Bill Callahan.
Oh, man.
Like, what are we doing there? Robert Saleh. Not on the list.
Saleh got a strong head. Saleh look like he would give your ass a grade 12 concussion if he headbutt your ass.
Listen, no, I'm not talking about the head size. I'm talking about coaching.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still talking about heads. My bad.
No. Saleh coming back and coaching the Giants, I don't see that.
He almost was a coach before. People like him again.
I don't know if I see that.
That Atlanta job's going to be open too.
You think so?
Would you rather have the Giants job or the Atlanta job?
I'd rather have the Giants job.
Penix, London, Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Matthews. Come on,
I don't know the Penix is a guy yet.
What?
I don't know the Penix is a guy yet.
You saw that sexy
I like him
lefty.
a lot.
You don't think Penix is better than Dart?
I don't know that I can say that yet.
Oh.
I don't know that I would say that about either one of them yet. Like, I wouldn't know that I would say that about Dart is definitely better than Penix either.
So, London is just as good as Neighbors.
Oh, come on. No, he's not.
What?
When Neighbors is healthy, Neighbors is better than Drake London. Go look at Drake London the last few years.
Drake London can be the next Mike Evans.
Wow.
Drake London is like the next Mike Evans, man. He is like he had Kirk Cousins for a year, and before that, who did he have? Rittler. Come on, man. Dude balling with Rittler. At least you had Danny Dimes. He had Rittler.
All right, so he had 100 catches last year.
100.
Yeah, again, that was the first year he did it. The previous 2 years, 69,
Rittler.
72. Ritter, I know. He's got 53 this season. He's very good. I would take Neighbors over Drake.
Yo, okay, it's close. It's like a Big Mac and a Big Mick. You know what I'm saying?
Our buns, no sesame seeds.
Both 2 all beef patties.
Mark in Delaware is up next. Mark, what's going on, bud?
Hey, guys, we spoke yesterday, and I'm losing my mind that we're talking about keeping Joe Schoen with a track record like his. He will be going on year 5. Now I hear he's going to lead the coaching search, but he may not be safe. Is this organization losing their mind?
No,
Did I hear that right?
No, I think what you have to consider, that's Ian O'Connor who suggested that's a possibility. I think what you have to consider when you hear that is that John Mara, they announced, has cancer, so you don't know what he is capable of doing right now. Like, none of us know what's going on there. Hopefully it's very controllable. So they might, from an administrative standpoint, they might have Joe Schoen leading the search that way, and then you kind of put the guys in front of John Mara and Steve Tisch and see where you are.
But that still don't make sense to
And
me.
it just sounds pretty scary to me. Can I ask Bart one quick question?
But Mark, you got to be able to separate leading the search to hiring the coach. There are two different things.
So why not just hire a search firm to come out and do it and let your team president?
I'm sorry, the search firm thing. Is there a bigger racket in America than the search firm thing?
Hey man, come on, man. Tannenbaum's
But
getting.
I know. I understand, but I don't. It's like consultants. Good for them; they can make their money, and I love Mike to death. I do. It's a smart way to go about your money to take away somebody's watch and then tell them what time it is. That's what that is. That's what the consultant is. The search firm is a complete joke.
But Shane is going to be the same. It's going to be somebody that he knows, that he trusts, that won't undermine him. So that's why Joe Brady comes up immediately. I don't know who else is in his.
Do you think
tree.
for an honest minute now? And I'll tell you, I told you, Joe Brady's on the list.
Yeah.
But do you think for a minute that the Giants are going to hire another Bills offensive coordinator when that's just what they did? I don't buy that for a second. Let Joe Schoen bring in two of his own guys from the Bills? I don't see that for a minute.
Okay, so it's going to be somebody else that has connection with them somewhere else. It's all the same. I don't care what organization they are. It's going to be somebody that he's comfortable with, that he feels he can work with. Same way that Gase brought in Joe Douglas, and then Joe Douglas had to fire Gase, all that type of stuff.
Listen, I believe that you're going to see a situation where the owners of the team are going to have the list that comes from Joe Schoen, and then they're going to have their own list. And they're going to say to Joe Schoen, I want to talk to this guy, I want to talk to this guy, I want to talk to this guy, if they're not on your list.
But do you need Joe Schoen for that? If you can come up with a list, I'm pretty sure that anybody, a team president, can come up with a list. The assistant general manager can come up with a list.
I personally believe that Shane's going to be back another year because this is how they've operated in the past. And even if that's the case, what's going on there, if he's just there to lead it while John may not be able to, I think the problem with that is, then why are you going out of your way to talk about how you think he's built a good young nucleus of players? Like, you make that statement.
Where's that nucleus?
But But you make that statement when you're keeping a guy beyond a year, or you're keeping a guy beyond this season. I think he's staying after this season. How about Jason in New Jersey is next, ESPN New York. Jay, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. So, full disclosure, I am a Bills fan. So I do. I think Sean McDermott has wore out his welcome in Buffalo. I don't think we're going to get over the hump this year. So I think he's going to get fired going into a new stadium. I think the Bills are going to bring in a new coach and a new GM. I don't think it's crazy to see if Shane leads the way or some of the Giants administrator. Sean McDermott has run his course in Buffalo, but I think he's a good leader of men and a good culture provider for the team. I wanted to get your take on that aspect. But Carlin, I heard the way you said Bills, and I didn't appreciate it.
Well, no, it's because they already brought them in from there. It's that Shane came from the Bills. It's that Daboll came from the Bills. So you're going to bring in another guy from the Bills who's in the same job.
He's got a good record for.
So you're saying the Giants should hire Sean McDermott?
I don't think they are.
I don't mind that. I don't mind.
I think it's good for them if they did. He is proven.
I think there are worse ideas. Let's put it that way.
But the general manager there, I don't know if I would give him an incomplete, because it seems to me like Josh Allen saved their ass from a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The Stephon Diggs stuff wasn't a great one. The Von Miller contract might have been the worst contract in the history of man. Like, giving him all that damn money at the age he was at. And then,
how much?
Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious
White, that whole debacle, losing, like, keeping Poyer and the other kid way too long.
They gave Bosa 12.6 this year.
Yeah,
what is he doing?
It was he won them a couple games, but I'm talking about they really haven't drafted great. You know what I mean?
4 sacks this year.
I mean, they have Kincaid and they got Knox, but they really
James Cook.
Yeah, they've really been riding off of Josh Allen.
Yes,
defense has been garbage.
Absolutely,
they can't get over the big game. The Bills are a classic Tampa Bay Buccaneers, classic Indianapolis Colts. like they have a ceiling. They get to the – I mean, have they gotten to the AFC Championship about the same time as like the Philadelphia Eagles before they finally broke through? Like they need a new voice, a new spark, because it's looking bad. They just lost to the Dolphins. Like, who's to say now that if they let the Patriots come and take the division from them after the Patriots owned the division for so long, somebody's head is gonna roll. And to the caller's point, it's probably going to be the head coach and stuff have to go because they're getting a new stadium opening up, beautiful stadium. You want to have some fresh blood. But I can see John Gruden going there.
Until John Gruden is done suing the NFL, I don't think anybody's hiring him.
He can sue the NFL. Brian Flores is suing the NFL.
Yeah, I don't. But he's not
probably
a head coach.
about the same amount of money.
But he's not a head coach.
But he was a head coach.
He was, but nobody's going to. I don't think anybody's hiring Brian Flores to be a head coach until his lawsuit's done, and I don't think anybody's hiring John Gruden to be a head coach until his lawsuit's done. Just on principle, you're suing us. Why am I hiring you? No, I don't think that'll happen.
I'm basically suing the Miami Dolphins.
But he's also
John Gruden is suing the Raiders.
Gruden is suing the Raiders in the league.
Yeah.
800-919-3776. The list is next.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Plus, score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Harry Douglas here. Fellas, it's time to step up your grooming game. Manscaped just leveled up with the Lawnmower 5 and the Chairman Plus, two powerhouses built for unmatched precision, comfort, and control. Whether you're cleaning up before a night out, preparing for a big meeting, or getting ready for a game day, Manscaped has the tools to help you look and feel your absolute best. These aren't just old school clippers. They're engineered for modern men who take pride in their daily routine. So upgrade your grooming gear and experience the difference. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
All right, people, here it is. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app.
Get the people what they want.
What?
Get the people what they want, especially Michael K., because I think you got him super excited.
Everybody's hooked in, apparently. Very locked in on what this list is going to look like. I have got 20 names on the Giants coaching list, and I'm going to give it to you right after I sneeze.
20? What, you got some coaches from Dale Barton? Like, how deep is that? Gesundheit. How deep does this search go?
Here's
20?
The thing. I'm keeping my options open. As I do with that sneeze, as I kept the mic open, I keep my options open. And I told you that there are some major reaches on this. There's one in particular that I think is a major reach. So here's where it comes from. I got college coaches. I got coordinators. I got other coaches or some other options. You ready?
I'm ready.
Where do you want to start?
I want to start with the collegiate. I want to build my way up. I want it to crest.
All right, one who's been on the collegiate list that I think we all is an obvious one that they would talk about is Lane Kiffin. Again, this is Bart. This is not who it's going to be. You don't need to have a visceral reaction to everybody on the list.
No. He will be perfect.
Everybody calm down.
He would be perfect for Jackson Dart's development because he knows exactly. He can put the offense in that he had. They can move fast like Ryan Tannehill when he played under Pat Shurmur. He had his best couple years because he knew the offense.
Okay. Ryan Day, Ohio State head coach.
He just started beating Michigan.
Hang on here. Oh, he just won the national championship.
Yeah, he looked into it.
And they're number one in the country right now. He has always been a guy that has been regarded very highly by NFL people for the offenses that he runs and for how he develops quarterbacks. They win another national championship. What's left? Maybe it is time for Ryan Day to go to the league.
I'd rather hire Hartline.
Okay. Next, Brian Hartline. Come on.
He played in the league.
Yeah, that's good. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Dan Lanning, Oregon's head coach. He has been incredibly successful up there. He has had good quarterbacks there with Nix. He's gotten the most out of Nix because remember when Nix transferred, there was the thought that Nix was like, he's just another guy from when he went from Auburn up there, turned him into a top pick. He obviously did some good things with Dylan Gabriel. Again, they're both transfers. Dan Lanning would be somebody I would talk to.
Okay, I like to say hello to my family.
No, he is not on the list. No Brian Kelly on the list, who, by the way, has made the incredibly dumb decision to sue LSU for all $54 million because they were trying to get out and saying, listen, we can fire you for cause and get
now they're gonna say what's up.
Half on a dollar. So he didn't settle for $30 million of the 54. So now that he's trying to sue for all of it, here come all the stories. Here come all the stories.
Drip, drip, drip.
They were starting to smack him on the way out, but here they come. All right. Steve Sarkisian from Texas.
I can see that.
Could be on the list.
Don't you want to win in that? But why would anybody that got that type of job want to give up the type of guarantee?
Remember earlier this year, a couple of weeks ago, when the firing happened in Tennessee with Brian Callahan, he said, his agents put out there, hey, he might be interested in coming to the league this year. And, of course, the next day he's like, no, I'm not going anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Of course.
He's going to leave Arch?
Listen, man.
Peyton Manning
I might run from Arch right now. Arch doesn't look like the real deal to me. Anyway, all right, here are my two reaches. But actually, this one is not a reach. You can hate on it if you want. Belichick's on the list.
Ugh.
Here's how this goes.
And he bringing his woman?
Let me explain, okay? Number one, it's calmed down a little bit down there. They've won some games. That's number one.
They beat Syracuse.
Let me finish. I'm not advocating for this to happen. I'm going to lay out reasons as to why it could happen. The number one reason overall is the relationship that Belichick has always had with the Giants, which has always been an incredibly good relationship between him and the ownership. I think Parcells is probably still in the mix there in terms of, advising people. And Belichick and Parcells, their relationship's not bad right now.
Don't even like each other.
Not right now.
You saw the documentary.
I did see the documentary, and that brought them together, and that was 7-8 years ago. I don't think Belichick is out of the realm of possibility, and I think there would be something along the lines of Belichick is things are important. I can tell you this. He has definitively monitored that situation and has had interest in it from North Carolina.
Here's the problem.
I can also tell you that if he got another chance to be a head coach, he understands now that he has no say in anything else that really goes on.
He's 4 years from Depends.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm giving
about?
you reasons why it could.
And bringing his chick. She wouldn't even be able to come to the building.
I think that they would make sure that whole situation with his relationship is not a public display.
Could you imagine what her Twitter feed would be like in New York and how Renan would pick it up and how we'll just have stories about her doing hood rat stuff?
I don't know that that's going to be a big factor, and I don't even know that this is going to happen. But Belichick's going to be a discussion. Don't think for a minute that there's not going to be a discussion about Bill Belichick.
He can't even put his staff together. McDaniels is too busy with Vrabel.
I'm telling you, don't think it's not going to be talked about.
Okay.
It'll be talked about. That's all. And then here is the super, super reach.
Are you listening, Michael? This is for you.
The super reach, Nick Saban, is the super reach not happening.
They both got Depends on. You saw how excited he was when he got his birthday cake? He don't got it in him no more.
He doesn't have Depends on. I said it is a super, super reach.
Might as well hire Jimmy Johnson.
He is basically number 30 on the list. Keep making fun of all the old people. Keep doing that.
And he is old as Jimmy
It's a good way to go.
This dude old as hell. He can't even stand on the
Does
sidelines.
that guy look like he's got the energy? He does. But all I'm saying is, again, relationship with the organization, that was certainly there. But, again, if I had to number them 1 through 30 or 1 through 20, Saban's 20. Okay? He's on the list.
Did you throw your boy on the list? He was a college kid. He was a head coach.
Who?
In Tampa.
Yeah, no, I don't think Greg Schoen was on the list. Here are the coordinators that I would put on the list. Cliff Kingsbury is on the list.
In the division, too.
I have Kafka on the list because he's getting at least a look. Again, doesn't mean he's going to get the job, but he's on the list.
He got the job to secure the number 1 pick.
Spagnuolo.
Yeah, I can see that.
On the list. You'd have to have a dynamic offensive coordinator.
Well, didn't he work with Kafka?
I'm sure that he did in Kansas City.
Maybe he'll bring Matt Nagy.
I don't know. But here's the point. To rip all those away from Andy Reid. I don't know if Spags is at the point in his career where he's comfortable just being a coordinator and all I got to worry about on a great team.
And he winning championships, man.
Yes, I know. And I'm sure he's making good money. I don't know if being a head coach is still important to him or not.
He still is living in Kansas City. That has to suck.
Well,
I'd rather come to New York.
I wouldn't hate Spagnuolo as a coach.
Me either.
I would not. If you had the right staff around him, I would not hate that.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't tried to hire him before.
This guy's highly unlikely. If Saban was 20, this guy would be 19. McDaniels. They're not going to hire McDaniels.
Josh?
Yeah.
Nah, they done with their Patriots people.
As I said,
Joe Judge. Is Joe Judge even in the league anymore?
Wasn't he at Mississippi at one point?
Jeez.
He was at Ole Miss on their staff.
Yeah, Eastern Michigan.
Again, 19th on the list. Joe Brady is on the list.
He should be top 10.
He might be. I don't think they're going to hire a Bills offensive coordinator again. I don't think that's going to happen.
Athletic quarterback, great running game, James Cook. took the turnovers and exposing Josh Allen by running the football. Sounds about right to me.
Clint Kubiak. Seattle, he's up and down.
Yeah.
I think he's on the list. I don't think he's a serious candidate, but I think he's on the list.
He's not been as hot as Moore. Josh McCown.
No, not on the list.
Not on the list?
That's right.
He was a front runner for the Texans if we
good for him.
Had a revolt.
That's when they were asking Jesus who to hire. They're not doing that anymore. And it's nothing against McCown. I'm sure he'll be a head coach at some point. But they had that Jack Easterby in charge, and it was basically they were looking at all kinds of crazy stuff as to how they were making their decisions.
I think he's a lot closer than you think.
Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator for the Chargers.
Yeah, do you think they're gonna go defensive?
I think it's possible. I wouldn't rule anything out.
You got him, Anthony Weaver. People thought he was going to be a head coach for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think you can. But from a PR standpoint, I don't know how you justify hiring the Dolphins defensive coordinator right now, with as bad as they are. I thought about it.
They did hold Buffalo down to 16 points.
Yeah, and that got them their second win of the year or their third. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was the second or third. Jeff Hafley, former head coach at BC, again, relationship with the organization, now defensive coordinator for Green Bay.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could definitely see Jeff Hafley.
You got a lot of DCs in there, man.
Okay. And last one is Flores.
It's another DC.
I've got him on the list. Again, these are all assistants. They're coordinators. They're guys I think they could look at. All right? We have got 5 people left on the list to give you.
All right. Ooh, I bet you I can get all 5.
There's one non-head coach right now. The others are head coach right now. Okay? Mm-hmm. The non-head coach, Antonio Pierce. I don't think they would hire him.
Did you see what he did? And he's still back paying the taxes.
He's got a tax thing?
They owe it for his wife's car thing. He owed $23 million.
I don't know what's going on there. I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, his wife and their dealership, the default loan.
Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I had Pierce on the list just because of his relationship with the team, who he is, and the fact that he's been a coach already, and he would be a popular choice.
He's been a head coach, that's right.
With the Raiders.
He was interim coach, and then they made him, I was about to say, like Jeff Saturday, where he only had like a cup of tea.
Right. Okay. Gruden is on the list. They are not going to hire Gruden while he is still suing the league. That's not happening.
Well, he ain't gonna not sue the league unless they give him at least $50-60 million.
Well, again,
you got to supplement that money for me, player.
I don't think Gruden. People talking about he wanted to coach again. I'm sure he wants to coach again. Until that lawsuit is settled and each side's good with it, John Gruden's not going to be a head coach in the league. I don't believe so.
Do we have an instance where we have a Dick Vermeil or Joe Gibbs coming back? Do we have an old dude that stopped coaching that could want to get back in coaching that's on TV?
I've got 3 left.
Okay.
These are current head coaches. Number 3, John Harbaugh. Could be over in Baltimore, not because they're going to fire him, but because it's run its course. They're coming back a little bit, but John Harbaugh fits the Giants' profile for certain.
They got the Jets and the Bengals. I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to be okay, too. I'm not saying they're going to fire him. I'm saying there's discussion. Mutual parting of ways.
I like that way of thinking.
Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see that.
I think he's a good. People consider him as a good coach that's just been in a worse situation in football. When you think about, Deshaun Watson, all the injuries, I think he's coming back to practice today too, which could confuse even more. They finally can get out of that. The whole Shedeur debacle has been kind of crazy.
Last one. This is the person that should be the Giants' next head coach.
The person that you love, your favorite, your head coach.
Mike Tomlin.
You love him.
I do love Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin should absolutely be the Giants' next head coach. Let's talk about this, all right? The issues with Tomlin are that people will knock him for not getting over the hump. Mm-hmm. Here's what I know. You don't have seasons like this with Mike Tomlin. You are looking for an established leader. You want to have a coach that you're not firing every 2 and 3 years? Mike Tomlin. You want to look at the relationship between the Giants and the Steelers. Literally family relationships. You look at Mike Tomlin. You want to have somebody who is going to walk in the door and immediately command respect. Mike Tomlin. You want to have somebody who's going to come in and hire good coordinators and put himself in a position to have good coaches on staff who coaches like and respect.
Good coordinators?
He's had some good coordinators over the years.
They hated his last coordinator. What's the one that...
Matt Canada was terrible.
Matt Canada. Who's the one before him that used to like the party scene?
I don't know.
It's the guy that was a jerk, that was the coordinator that was from Kansas City.
Todd Haley?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the point. You're looking to pick things apart here. I'm giving you reasons. If you have the opportunity with Pittsburgh to work something out and hire Mike Tomlin, if you don't do it, that's franchise malpractice.
4th round draft pick?
Sure.
Give
third?
the whole Herm Edwards?
Whatever. Third? Something like that. I would not think twice about it. The next head coach for the Giants, not could be, not should be, to me, has to be Mike Tomlin, if that's an option.
Harvey, you're a Giants fan? No bueno.
Yes, sir.
Out of that list, which one excites you the most?
Tomlin excites me. Marcus Freeman excites me a bit.
Oh, Marcus Freeman.
He's not on my list.
Marcus Freeman?
Can I ask a question? What has Marcus Freeman won?
I hate that question so much.
I know. Marcus Freeman last year got as far as he did because they had as easy of a road as you could have.
We knocked guys like Mike McCarthy for winning 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah, you don't have Mike McCarthy there.
I don't have Mike McCarthy.
I'd be intrigued by him as well.
Okay, if you want to go and bring in Mike McCarthy and go milquetoast, that's up to you. I want somebody who I know. When I am this organization, and the last thing I want to be is this team that I've been for 10 years of having a guy and then firing him after 2 and 3 seasons and continuing to cycle through coach after coach after coach. There's one guy that fills that role, and that's Tomlin. One guy. You hire Mike Tomlin, you're not firing him. You're not hiring another head coach for 10 years. You know that.
This is John Harbaugh.
Maybe.
They had the same resume.
Maybe. That's why Harbaugh is up there on the list, too.
I can't believe you don't have Mike McCarthy there.
Why?
All he does is go 12-5.
He did it with Dak. He had a really good I think Dak does not get enough credit there.
He did it with Aaron Rodgers. He did it with Brett Favre. Who hasn't he done it with?
Yep, I understand. I am not excited by him as a coach. I don't know that Mike McCarthy lights a room on fire and immediately commands respect from his players.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
For these young guys, you got to – I remember, like, my friend was in a fraternity, and all of a sudden he became cool. And he was in front of the fraternity people, and we gave him an atomic wedgie. And they was like, man, how you doing that to Big Brother Smooth or whatever his name was? But to us, he was just a dork. To us, Mike McCarthy's a dork because we know him. Because we've been around a long time. But I think older guys just know him as the guy that had Aaron Rodgers, had Brett Favre, and won a Super Bowl. So they don't look at him like the dork we look at him as. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's your dork.
No, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Only we can make fun of him.
Like Mike Patton came here, shaved his head off, thought he was the White Shaft. You know what I mean? To us, like we used to have him with the peninsula and throwing his ass in a cold tub. Like, man, y'all scared of Mike?
Yeah.
Mike's a buster.
Well, my point about Tomlin is simply, for people that think that the Steelers would never get rid of him.
It's about time.
Guys, look at what's going on there. Look at where that organization is.
They have to start over.
The window is closed. Rodgers is going to be gone.
Hayward's
they have spent a ton of money on defense. Hayward's as old as he is. They tied up all the money in T.J. Watt. Their offensive line is terrible. All they have on offense is DK Metcalf. It might be time to hit the reset button in Pittsburgh.
It is.
Okay? And so that being the case, maybe you hit the reset button all the way around. They seem to be very confident in their hiring practice. And Mike Tomlin is the longest tenured coach in the league.
Yeah, 18, 19 years?
Something like that. So if you're – and why wouldn't given that relationship between those two organizations, why wouldn't that happen?
I can see that.
I want to know reactions to the list. Let's go. Your reaction, at times visceral, at times strong, at times not.
Yeah, I like some of them. Some of them I can understand. Joe Brady, I can understand. Maybe even people like the Shepherd kid from Detroit, but they think he's going to go to LSU and get that job at LSU.
Who? Kelvin Shepherd?
Yeah, I think they think he's going to get the because he played for LSU. He might be a dark horse to get that job down at LSU.
800-919-3776. Let's go here. Let us check in with Cullum in the Bronx on ESPN New York. Cullum, what's up, brother?
Set it straight, Cullum.
What's going on, Big Bart? Carlin, how we doing? Well, so let's just go with what Carlin's saying, because for all intents and purposes, Joe Schoen is here, and for the foreseeable future, for what we know right now, he's here and he's staying. So we have to go in that regard. Now, before I get to my point, let me ask you this question. From what you've seen from the Giants and the big blown games with the Cowboys, the Broncos, and the Bears, do you think there's probably 15 other coaching staffs that would at least have this team 5-5 and not blown those games?
I don't know if I would say 15. I don't know.
Okay, maybe not that high.
Yeah.
Let's
go 10. Yeah, 10.
Yeah. So right there, you're telling me that the coaching staff was the problem that they're saying. Because if they were a 5-5 football team right now, with how difficult and insanely tough their schedule is, we'd be throwing a parade right now with a 5-5 football team for the New York Giants. So obviously, Schoen has made mistakes, and I'm going to play devil's advocate. Schoen has made mistakes, but he has now created a current roster that we can agree with better coaching or just consistent coaching and not blowing games. They would be a 5-5 football team with a chance to, I'm not going to say compete for the playoffs, but they're going to have a chance to be relevant and be in the conversation into December and trying to make the playoffs at 5-5 currently right now. So clearly we can agree that the coaching staff has definitely been the worst part of this team. That's what I think. And the whole situation that I look at it, it's obviously the defense has been the biggest issue, and the coaching for the defense has been the biggest issue. And I see a lot of talent on this defense, and it's just not being used right. And you say it all the time. Obviously, the quarterback is the most important thing in football. Right now, it looks like they have it. But me personally, I think the second most important thing in football is a coaching staff and a coaching and a scheme, because you see all the time with teams. Like, I'll give one example, but there's many. With the 49ers. With the 49ers teams, they've had so many injuries all the time for years and years and years, and they were throwing third-string, fourth-string quarterbacks, and they were always able to compete. And it didn't matter who was out there. They were going to be a good team. And there's so many other teams that coaching can scheme and make you relevant. Coaching
all right,
staff
so
is
let's
terrible.
talk about that. If that's the case, why wouldn't you hire Tomlin? Tomlin has made that team competitive every single – they have not had a losing season since he has been there.
But Pittsburgh's getting away from him because they think that he can't coach in this modern day over the top. Remember?
I don't think that's why Pittsburgh's getting away from him. I think they're getting away from him because they're about to be hitting a reset button.
Right.
And this has kind of been wearing thin after a little while.
But the thing is, what Mike Tomlin has never shown is that he can build a team. Because he won with Bill Cowher's players. Let's be honest. He won a Super Bowl with Bill Cowher's players. That was all Bill Cowher's core people that he brought in.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't really won or even won a playoff game with his players.
I don't know if I would say that. I mean, they remember it's not since 2016. They have not won a playoff game.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm well aware. I was at the last one they won.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. It wasn't against you.
It wasn't the last one they won?
No. They beat the Dolphins with Matt Moore.
They beat a JV team.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Keep them coming, 800-919-3776. Keep the comments coming on YouTube as well on who you think the Giants head coach should be. There's a couple of these guys that we have to spend some more time on, including the Belichick thing. We do need to spend some more time on it. Dan Graziano will join us next with some more insight into this on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app.
Tuesday on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Who's the ideal head coach for the Giants?
Kafka has an opportunity here to show that he's a head coach. Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator for the Chargers, is someone that I would watch really closely. Antonio Pierce is someone I would expect to be involved in this mix here. We need to find the best leader for the team.
And can the Knicks remain perfect at the Garden? Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Join Optimum and MSG Networks November 15th from noon to 2 p.m. at the new Gateway store for a grand opening celebration. Meet Knicks alum Larry Johnson. Plus, enjoy a family-filled day with balloon animals, face painting, and a Chick-fil-A lunch on us.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law, and you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Michelle Smallman here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Hey, fam!
fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
We'll get Kay in here in a little bit. I got Dan Graziano coming on now. We'll get him up in a moment. And we'll talk about what's going on. But Kay is going to the Landman 2, Season 2 premiere tonight. And we will talk about that.
Is it live? It's a live show?
No. Landman is Billy Bob Thornton. It's a show on Paramount Plus. Yeah. They had Season 1, and now the premiere, Season 2, is tonight. Like, in other words, they're having a big premiere, and of course, you're going to have a big premiere. Guess who's getting an invitation? It's going to be Kay.
Hey, Billy Bob, man, he did well for
Good
himself.
to have him on a red carpet.
I mean, I remember when he was swapping blood with Angelina Jolie, getting it in. He's like, Brad, I had that first, like Ray J B said about Kim K. I had that first in the limo.
Hey, is Graziano with us? Dan G, of course.
We all been somebody's first. At least I hope somebody's been able to be that.
ESPN NFL Insider. Hi, Dan. How are you?
Ain't that right, Graz?
I'm great. It just reminds me I miss working with Bart on Fridays. That's, yeah.
I miss you too, broski. I miss you a lot, man. We had some good times.
Yeah. I'm back this week on Friday. You working Friday?
Yes.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. We'll have a party.
Excellent.
The best thing we've ever said is when I hit you with the Viagra line and you like froze up on me. I didn't know what was going on with that one.
I think I was hosting that show,
yes.
right? So,
yeah,
you managed to throw me off. There might have been a couple seconds of silence. You're not supposed to do that.
It's kind of invigorating, isn't it, Graz, to have your career on the line every single second you're sitting next to Bart?
Yeah, it does. It keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
Head on a swivel.
Well, who career's on the line is Brian Daboll. What happened there?
Fill us in here about how this all went down and about what you know about the Giants situation, why they made the decision they did when they made it.
So I had the privilege of covering Brian Daboll's last game as head coach of the Giants in Chicago on Sunday. It certainly didn't sound after the game like things were going particularly well. And I spoke before the game, and somebody said, "How did he sound?" I said, "He sounded like a guy that needs a win," and he was. He didn't get one. So 4 games this year where they had double-digit leads and didn't win them. 2 of those, they had the double-digit lead in the final 4 minutes. Other stuff went on, the whole, the fines for him and the organization for the concussion protocol thing. And then I think Jackson Dart getting hurt on Sunday, not that that's necessarily Bryant's fault or anything, but just negative thing after negative thing piling up, and they just decided to do it now. I think part of it, they want to get a look at Mike Kafka, the interim head coach. I don't know what his chances are of getting the job full time, but I guess if they were to have a strong second half, I think he'd be a legitimate candidate, and maybe they want to see how he does. And also, he gets some of the credit for what Dart is too. And so, I just think they just felt like this guy's not going to be our coach next year. Let's move on now and start to lay the groundwork for what's to come.
See, this is what we talked about before the season, though. Why bring both of them back when this is what we anticipated? Right, we anticipated this. We called this out before this even happened. And now both of them, Shane gets to stay and Daboll's gone. What happened to that beautiful list and that beautiful plan that they put out, which is why the reason that they stayed, only to be gone like 8 months after?
Right, and they let Daboll pick the quarterback, and it looks like he's really good, and still not enough to keep the job. So, we say it every year about some team, and we always end up right. Like, they should just rip the Band-Aid off now and start over if they're going to go rookie quarterback and lame duck coach. I guess every organization feels like, that's not going to happen to us, right? It's like we're different, but none of them are. And so, I think it's now you have a situation where Shane's supposedly leading the search for the next head coach, and like, what if there's a candidate they like that doesn't want to work with Shane? Like, it just feels like you got to do the coach first and then get the structure around him, and it feels like the Giants are going about this backwards again.
Dan Graziano, ESPN NFL Insider. He is brought to you by Amazon Pickup. Dan, when you look at what they'll be looking for in a coach, are they going to start with the coordinator type again, or will they be looking in a more established direction?
I think not to be a smart ass about it. I think they're going to be looking for somebody who can last at least 4 years. This time.
That's the thing.
They're sick of doing this. This is Mike Kafka, if you count the interims, is the 6th different head coach of the Giants in the 9 years since Tom Coughlin was. So that's ridiculous. They need to find a head coach. They can't keep doing a hot coordinator, maybe he'll be good. They need to find a head coach. They need to find their Mike Vrabel, their Dan Campbell, their Jim Harbaugh, like somebody can do it. And I think that's fascinating. I think that they'll, who the candidates will be, I think that's obviously still taking shape. I think you're going to hear some college names in this cycle. I think you're going to hear some defensive coordinators in this cycle. But I think what you're looking for is a guy that is a head coach that can kind of be the central voice that articulates and implements the vision for the whole organization. And that gets back to why I think, you have to package them together, the GM and the head coach, which, yes, they did last time, but now they seem to be going back to their old ways. And it just becomes tricky. You remember last year, like Jacksonville said the GM would stick around and pick the new head coach. And then when they found out they couldn't get the coach they wanted, Liam Cohen, they fired the GM after all.
Yeah.
And then they hire him and the guy he wants. So that could theoretically still happen, but we're a long way from that. And it seems like Schoen has left himself in a good spot.
Well, it feels like they're hustling backwards, right, to your point. You talk about some of these defensive coordinators. Well, a lot of these defensive coordinators, whether you're talking about Flores or Robert Saleh, these are guys who have already had their first bite of the apple, and they may not want to rock with the general manager that they feel like they can't trust, because they know that they only have 1 or 2 opportunities to be a head coach in this league before you get that scarlet letter and you're deemed a coordinator for the rest of your career. How are they going to do that? And it seems to me like in this league, it works better when you have a veteran head coach or a seasoned head coach, and you may have a rookie general manager. It seems like that has been a formula that have worked better than the other way around.
Yeah, I agree. It just doesn't seem like that's the way the Giants want to do it. So, if you're talking about defensive guys, I would add Vance Joseph in Denver to that list. You were just talking about defensive coordinators that are having success, that were head coaches, have the experience. I think, he'll get some looks as well. But, I mean, you're not wrong. I think I go back to when I started covering the league, I remember Mike Shanahan telling me, when he said, when I look at a coaching job, a head coaching job, my 2 questions are, who's the owner and who's the quarterback? And, if you believe, Giants, stable ownership, obviously, that with a lot of roots down in the league, and the quarterback is somebody I think a lot of people around the league are excited about. So I do think it'll be an appealing job. But the point we keep sort of hovering over here is the one about how it's all going to work with the front office and the decision making. And obviously they're going to have to find somebody who's comfortable with the structure the way the Giants prefer it, with the GM hiring the coach.
Dan Graziano with us, ESPN NFL Insider. Let's throw just a couple of the crazier names in there that you're going to hear. And the first one is going to be Belichick. Well, a little bit. You're going to hear the name Belichick because of the relationship with the team.
Can't coach his ass out the ACC?
Yeah. So, you want me to comment on the Belichick possibility? Is that what this is?
No, I just thought it'd be better if we could sit here and
that's how excited he is about it.
We could have awkward silences like you and Bart do.
I didn't know if you were going to offer more names. You said some of the crazy names, and then you said one name, so I didn't know if there were more coming. But no, Belichick, I think, would be an obvious candidate if the past year hadn't gone the way. You want to bring that whole thing into your building, like that whole entire circus that they're having down there at North Carolina. He's not even winning games. So, no, I'd be surprised if they went that way. I think if you're talking about that sort of lineage, Bill O'Brien makes more sense to me. Like, he had success as an NFL head coach. Remember, he got himself in trouble when he wanted to be the GM in Houston.
Yeah.
I know Boston College, he's not doing anything at BC this year, but he did have some success there when he got there, and he's obviously got the NFL experience. So that would probably be a more likely name if you're looking at college guys right now.
I'll throw you two others. John Harbaugh.
Well, yeah, but he'd have to shake loose, from Baltimore. And
I'm just talking about guys who there's a possibility of that happening, given what we've seen in the last year or two.
If John Harbaugh is a coaching free agent, then the Giants will not be the only team interested, but I believe that they would definitely be, yes. This is what I'm talking about. This is a guy that knows how to run the building.
Yeah. And
this is a real, like a head coach, capital H, capital C.
And the other guy that I personally throw into the mix and would have him on the top of the list, given where their organization is, given where the Giants are, and the relationship between the two, is Tomlin.
Yeah, well, so same thing, right? Like everything I said about Harbaugh, but would apply there too. Like I don't think he comes loose, but if he does, he'd be an in-demand candidate. He's certainly established himself as an outstanding head coach, and I think he would be of interest to any team, including the Giants, that would be looking to find that. So, yes, those are two hypotheticals. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. If the season were to fall apart for both of them, which feels unlikely, then, yeah, theoretically, you get to a point where maybe there's a mutual parting of the ways, but I don't have a sense that any of that's imminent in either of those places.
Me being around the Giants and just being around, like, to me, the perfect Giant guy, and he's taken a year off to kind of reinvent himself, but when he coaches, he's a 12, 11, 10-win guy, and he's a developer of quarterbacks. The same way that Daboll tries to take credit for Josh Allen, you can say that Mike McCarthy takes credit for Aaron Rodgers and what he did with Dak Prescott. Yeah. Doesn't Mike McCarthy seem like a Giant type of guy?
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, yes, absolutely. I think that's, if you believe that, that's the guy to sort of, again, take over and kind of execute the vision. And yeah, like he's shown, obviously he had success in Dallas, not playoff success, but you mentioned the 12-win seasons. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a name I've heard thrown at me as a possibility here in the last 24 hours, but I could see the logic.
Danny, we appreciate it. Good stuff, man. This is going to be interesting for the coming weeks for sure. Bart's got one other.
Last one. How likely? Yeah. I mean, because this was the first of a surprising one, but I think one that won't be surprising is if Raheem Morris gets fired in Atlanta. How attractive is that type of job?
Yeah, everybody loves Raheem. There's no doubt about it. But he doesn't. They expected better in Atlanta this year, and I do think that's a spot we're watching if things don't improve. I don't want to put it out there, Raheem's in trouble, but I do think if they don't make the playoffs, then we'll be paying attention to that as a possibility. How attractive is that job? Depends on probably what you think of Michael Penix and his future. And obviously it's been a little uneven with him so far, but almost half a season to go, and it's possible that opinions on him can shift as the season goes along. But yeah, that's a team that I think qualifies as disappointing, and I would say also probably not just for those of us on the outside, but probably for team ownership.
Dan, great stuff, man. We appreciate a few minutes today.
We all keep our job.
My pleasure, guys.
We're all still employed. No, see, we didn't cross the fence.
See you Friday morning, Dan. Dan Graziano, ESPN NFL Insider. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. We have to have the Belichick discussion.
Could you imagine having him and Aaron Glenn answer questions in this media market? I wouldn't even show up.
Dan Graziano is presented by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. I've used it. It's very, very easy. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. We will have that discussion. We will have your calls. All of it. Get involved on the chat as well, including one person, Johnny Blaze, asking, is Bart drinking vegetable oil? Find out next on ESPN New York.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bathfitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
All the way over Barzell, score! New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Harvey, did you go here because we got distinguished men on the air right now? Men of distinction?
Michael K is
looks
here.
like he's fresh out of a Stetson commercial. Like this ensemble right here is like fashion forward, chic, all at the same time.
He's going to the Landman Season 2 premiere tonight. Where is it?
Alice Tully Hall. But, you said something incorrect earlier. I never get invited to these things.
You always
It was Jody.
You were at a premiere last week.
That was Alex. Alex invited me because I'm actually in the documentary.
By the way, last night, you're telling me how good it is.
Right.
And then last night I see a tease for it. And who do they have in the tease? It's Francesa. You think I'm watching 4 hours of that?
But I was also in the tease.
Not the tease I saw.
Really?
You got the screw job in the tease I saw on HBO Max.
That tease I was in. All
right, well, the one that I'm telling you, the one that was airing last night? No.
Well, when you think Alex, you're thinking, Mike knows everything.
Oh, no, I'm thinking that why wouldn't I go to the softest place to land where he lied to my face for an hour? Why wouldn't I go there? Of course I'm going to have Mike in that piece.
I'm going to tell you one thing. You're going to be shocked. I defend Mike on that. What are you
No,
supposed to
Mike
do?
should have done it. No, I'm not blaming Mike.
Is he supposed to rip the truth out of his throat?
No, he should have been harder on him than he was. He did let it go. But he also, at the same time, I absolutely would have done the interview. Why wouldn't I do the interview?
Of course.
It was
to this
stupid.
day it lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's stupid not to do it. Of course you do it. It would be like if you had the chance to interview Carton after he got arrested and you didn't do it.
We did it.
Oh, wait, he didn't do it. That's right. Okay. Never mind.
We did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, we did.
I know.
Didn't do it. Yeah.
He didn't do it because he turned it down.
Right. Well, I understood that because of the station and everything. But with us, we did it.
No, you did it, and you should have done it. Yeah. It was good. Anyway.
The only one who really didn't want to do it was Peter.
Yeah, because Peter hates him.
Right, hates him.
Yeah. Anyway, not at all that's aside, and I can get my little subtle digs out of the way.
I love when you do that.
I love Petty Carlin.
First of all, is there going to be
if he has a daughter, that's her name.
Petty.
Petty Carl.
Are you, will you go out to dinner beforehand tonight? What's the whole plan for this thing?
Well, there's a party afterward. So.
Oh, okay. So we're going to the after party.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen.
But I don't like to stay at the after party.
No.
I really don't.
You just
I don't
pull
like
up.
to go out.
You're not in your 40s anymore.
No, I'm in my 60s.
And you're married.
So
the after party might have been a, profitable area.
Alley Larder there. Right.
Might have.
What you do is you pull up, just make sure ain't no pink cocaine there. But
right.
you pull up. You know what I'm saying? You have some good drinks. Then you take wifey home, and it's
right.
It's that time.
Then go right to bed.
Yeah. Do you have the nanny there?
We have an au pair.
Okay, so
what's the difference?
A lot less money.
So look, then what you do?
That's just like you taking advantage of foreigners, Michael.
Yes. Where's it at? Where's the?
It's Lincoln Center.
Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
Bam. Call over there. Go to the Dream Hotel.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Get a room. You go up there. You go get the drinks at the after party. Instead of going back and letting the au pair know you back, you stop there. Little romance. Hammer time. Get up out of there.
Yeah, we've been married for 15 years. It's the trapeze has been dissembled.
But the swing is still there. It clips on the door ledge. The door entrance. Got the swing.
If you're like me, you might have to get it reinforced every couple of years.
Yeah,
anyway, hey, so we should actually talk about the Giants here.
You want
to? It happened right at the end of our show yesterday, at the beginning of your show.
You just handed me a show.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah. You're welcome.
Hands the baton.
Yeah.
What is your whole take on the splitting up of Schoen and Daboll?
Never works out well.
Never does.
Itzik and Rex, and then it just never works out well. You've got to keep it consistent. You got to keep them together. And I just don't know why Joe Schoen gets a pass. And my motto, 24 years of doing talk radio, I don't ask for people to be fired. Mm-hmm. But he certainly has a resume that if you're gonna bang Daboll, you can also say Schoen's at fault. The way I look at it with the roster on the Giants, they've had injuries, but other teams have injuries too. The second line of the Giants, they have nothing. So they have not stocked the roster in 4 years. That's the fault of the GM. They don't have a great team.
So do you give Daboll credit for the good wins that he has against the Chargers and against the Philadelphia Eagles? I feel like when you have teams that are trying to make that next transition, they don't know how to finish. And that's what this team looks like.
Yeah.
And if you stick with them and you teach them how to win these close games next year, because the units together, you got consistency, you usually win those games. They could easily have won 3 more games.
Oh, they should be 5-5.
Right, we'll look at them totally differently.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because the offense, because the fact that Dart and this offense is able to get points and generate points with the no-name offense is amazing. the fact that this defense that has all these great players on it, the highest paid defense in football, right there with the Pittsburgh Steelers, can't stop somebody from scoring, I think that's on them.
And it's also on Daboll, too, because, he has Wink Martindale's blood on his hands. So
yeah, that's true.
Wink Martindale did a pretty good job, and they just couldn't get along. So he brings in his guy. Shane Bowen has not done a good job. If you had a good defense, you wouldn't have lost a Bronco game. You wouldn't have lost a Cowboy game. And you just wouldn't have lost this last game. So, I mean, that's why he ended up getting fired. And you could see, and I said this on my show, the last couple of weeks, Paul Schwartz, you mentioned, embedded.
Yeah.
He's got total access to the front office of the Giants. So Shane was already starting his survival instinct.
Yes.
When have you ever seen an NFL head coach front office do that? Hey, come in and see how we do things.
Yep.
So it was setting it up. I'm going to keep my job.
Yeah.
And you also made a great point, too, earlier. He's in the office every day, right alongside Mara's office. He can give his whole take, and a coach never has that opportunity. What do they see the owner once a week, maybe, on game day? So I think Shane was greasing the skids. But Brian Daboll didn't hire himself.
Shane, bad guy.
No, he didn't. and that's why I can't imagine, even though they say he's leading the search, I can't imagine he's making the call.
But if he's leading the search,
he has influence.
Yeah, he has a lot of influence.
I don't know why they don't come with one of these search groups, right? I mean, I know the 33rd team, and Tannenbaum's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But mixed reviews. He did a good job with Dan Quinn and what they were able to turn around in Washington. And, Aaron Glenn, we don't know. I think he has an incomplete if we knows if he's the guy or not. I just don't understand how you can allow somebody to lead a search where he's always going to hire somebody that he feels can work the best with him.
And that's the problem with that's the problem with all sports. You're always going to hire somebody that you're buddies with or buddies with a buddy.
Yep.
You're never going to think outside the box. You're just not.
It's always good to see you. And I don't know that I've ever realized how blue your eyes are right now.
I do have blue eyes, and sometimes because it's sunken in all the fat, you don't really see it.
Yeah, me too,
it's
man.
because it's against the denim shirt.
You
It's
like
bringing
the
out
denim
eyes.
shirt?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happens. You're like a chameleon. When you put it close to something, it just changes.
So you like
Delightful.
the Billy Bob Thornton look?
I really like it. I like because you have so many different textures, right? You got the cone waffle texture of the
he sees it
call
all, man.
Yep. With the patch pocket.
Yep.
But then you have the jean, which kind of makes it rugged. So you've taken the suede outfit jacket on the outside.
Are you wearing cowboy boots?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he's wearing cowboy
Wow.
boots. Look at those.
Some boots were
Look
made
at
for
Kay
walking.
wearing cowboy
That's
boots.
what I'll do.
You know that
One
when I
of
was
these old days, I'm
I
going
went
to
through
walk
stages
all
in college.
Yeah.
And one year, I think it was sophomore year, cowboy hat,
You
cowboy
got the
boots
hat?
every day.
In the Bronx?
Yeah. And you wonder why I didn't have a date until
I was going to
senior
say,
year.
did it work?
No.
Hey, Harv, you got your bolo on you? Let's get him a bolo, even though he ain't got no collar. Let's get him a bolo. Let's complete the outfit, man.
That is the great Michael Kay. He, of course, 1 to 3 this afternoon. A Michael Kay show is coming up. Thanks for popping by.
He spits hot
Of
fire.
course, guys.
I
See
love
you later.
seeing
You
you.
want me to get you a slice?
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
I'll bring it.
I'll take
Okay,
a slice.
you want one?
No, I'm
Slice?
good. Gluten-free.
Gluten free? No, he's getting all the
Let me
gluten.
get
all the gluten I could pack. Don't even reach for your wallet.
Do me a
Don't
favor.
insult
I
me.
was going to reach for my wallet. Do me a favor on mine. Double the gluten. Thanks.
You want double gluten?
Yes.
You got it.
I think you like condiments. So you getting flatbread, just basic cheese on top of bread? Or does tomato
Regular
sauce
slice.
count?
No. I mean, I don't. What's a condiment on a regular slice?
The tomato sauce.
No, that's not a condiment.
No.
Come on.
I mean, I'm talking mayonnaise. It's just
Okay.
disgusting. Who would eat mayonnaise? It's
And he's not
disgusting.
putting hot sauce on the pizza.
Hey,
Although I love buffalo sauce.
Okay.
We're-
on pizza?
No.
Okay.
on chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you see that Wendy's ripped off me and Meredith's line? Tendies. No one ever called them tendies before me and Meredith.
Boy, it really
How's
must
the Carlin's corner table
It
doing?
must feel awful to have your intellectual property stolen, mustn't it? Mustn't it?
Hey, I got to get a Sandwell in.
Bart and Carlin, we'll do that in a few minutes. Sit tight.
With the trench
ESPN
coat,
New
with
York.
suede on the trench coat, the Inspector Gadget. My man.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. 0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement, plus a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
That's right. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app, on YouTube. YouTube chat's been very active today. A lot of debate about the hot sauce.
What about your list?
We have got so much coming, including the fact that it's 12:03, which means what, Bartholomew?
It's the power hour. Listen, real talk. Daboll's a friend. You did what you could do. You brought a lot of love to this team. You won a wild card game, coach of the year. It's a tough place to play, baby. How deep is your Gesundheit? Did you force that out? Yes!
Harvey, this is why we don't give you creative freedom. What was that?
What did I do?
You played that, didn't you? Did you play the me sneezing?
I don't know what you're talking
about. Both teams play hard. Man, I tell you what, Daboll did a good job. It's tough, right? Because you don't want somebody to get fired. You understand the reason why. He had opportunities. It just didn't work out. He'll land on his feet. I mean, I can see him as somebody that can get, because he coached at Alabama. I can see him maybe being in the running for the LSU job or the Penn State job, or because he has that coaching experience. It just didn't work out, man. And now it's time for the next chapter. And it's weird because it feels like in New York, this is what happens. You had Saleh, and we were hoping that this wasn't the Saleh situation, but it basically turned out to be the Saleh situation.
Pretty much. And look, at least Daboll had the first year.
Yeah.
At least Daboll had the first year. Saleh never even really had that.
Yeah,
he never had that good year.
They probably had the same amount of wins, though, when you add them all up, because Saleh had a couple 79s.
Well, he went 11-33 since that first year, and it was just flat out bad. And I think it was 3-19 over his last 22.
And it's a results business. That's what we live in. And so, we can say his intentions were good. He found a quarterback. We can say he found a quarterback 2 years too late.
I believe today, though, as long of a line as it was to get to this point, I believe what put him over the top was Dart getting hurt the other day. Yeah. And it's primarily because they haven't been able to either convince Dart or they haven't been strong enough with Dart or whatever it is to make sure that they're protecting him more. And to me, that's not it. When you are running the ball with him as much as you are in those designed runs, on power runs, you are asking for the guy to take hits. And that just makes absolutely no sense when he is clearly the best way for you to save your job.
But, that's because the running back room consists of Porter and Singletary. Now, whose fault is that? That could be Shane's fault.
Tracy, you mean?
Yeah, Tracy.
Yeah. Porter.
I don't know why I say
You're
Tracy.
saying Tracy Porter?
Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying that.
Tyrone Tracy. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
That's Shane's fault. That's absolutely Shane's fault. They were both in lockstep on most of what happened over the last 4 years, and it is a skill. It is an amazing skill to be able to separate yourself from somebody else and then lobby behind the scenes to get yourself in the right position, and that's what happened here to me.
Easy way for general managers to do it, like I said, because when you're up there and the coach is down there coaching, everybody's looking at the mistakes that the coach made because you can't glaringly see the mistakes that the general manager made.
Meanwhile,
what trades have they made that we can say
Brian Burns was a good deal.
No.
That's it.
I'm talking about Muji. They've lost people throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in Bromley, made the trades, Briggs, Phillips.
Mechie.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Giants did anything to realize once Neighbors got hurt, where's the tweak?
Yeah.
Where's we need to get our quarterback a weapon. We recognize that he's good, but we don't want to have him out there at harm's way. Let's get him a weapon. They could have made it like a little soft trade with a future pick or something like that to get somebody in here. They could have signed the kid that'll end up going out to San Francisco. Was it Bourne?
Kendrick Bourne?
Yeah, when he got cut from the Patriots and he was waiting to see what was going to happen. They couldn't have did that. They couldn't have made a trade or got somebody so that this kid ain't out there by himself, like a one-man wrecking crew, feeling like he had to put all the weight on his own shoulders, especially after Scatterboo got hurt.
This is the problem, okay? You did no adjustments to try to help along the way, and yet he has still been able to talk his way into staying for the moment. And I think the reason that he's been able to do that is that you had a quarterback who he drafted who, yes, Daboll gets credit for wanting, but Daboll, once he got his hands on him, provided an easy way for the GM to say, to the owner, hey, what's he doing here? We're continuing to run this kid. We're going to get him killed. What's going on? Why are we doing this? And I'm sure that was part of the whispers because Daboll is treating him like Tommy Boy treated his tail. Remember this?
Well, then I get all excited. I'm like, JoJo, the idiot circus. So I stroke it, and I pet it, and I massage it. Yeah, I love it. And then I take my naughty pet, and oh!
Exactly. That's what Jackson Dart has been, his naughty little pet that he got beat up. And I think the reason that he's out is because he's hurt right now.
Yeah.
It's not the only reason, but it was the final straw for sure.
And it's because it was on a design run, too. That means that you put him in harm's way on purpose. It wasn't some fluke pass rush, somebody beat their player or something like that, beat their opponent. You put him in harm's way, but how could you not? It was the best thing working. He had 64 yards rushing.
We have
on his way to 100.
We have a lot of people that want to get through it. 800-919-3776. Also on the YouTube chat, we'll work some of those in as well. David and Elizabeth is up on ESPN New York. David, what's going on, bud?
Crazy, you guys are talking. I'm talking to my skip right here. We talking about Chris Carlin and Tommy Boy. I'm alive, dead. Beautiful movie, fellas. Beautiful. Yes, sir. So, Tom cut me off yesterday, which is all good. Nothing but love for Tom, but we're going to jump straight into business. So, not for nothing, Kafka, let's stop saying his name, bro. He can't do it. I'm sorry. He can't even catch a cold. You want him to be a head coach? Let's just stop that now. Believe it or not, Bart, you're not going to agree with me. He's the ops, Instaface, my cloud, whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, that job, that's his dream job, and I think he'll flourish. I think he'll come out the woodwork and do magic for the New York Giants. Believe it or not.
Who wants to work with Bill Belichick?
I think the relationship with the team has always been very good.
No. Coaching-wise.
Yeah.
Who wants to work with Bill Belichick? It sounds like he's gonna bring the league of distinguished gentlemen with him, and football has changed. He's been out of the game for like a year. But you can say, like, Josh McDaniel can't come here and save his ass no more. He's with Vrabel. He's going with the home team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So who can he bring in here?
I mean, like,
Pat Shurmur,
McDaniel and Vrabel, they doing they 1-2 in New England. I got to give them their flowers, believe it or not. But like you said, he's gonna bring the league of extraordinary men. So Sean Connery's on his way.
Exactly. You're gonna bring Tom Moore with him. What the hell are we talking about, man?
Yeah, I know. And listen, I don't know who he's going to bring with him. I do know
it ain't the staff in North Carolina.
I will tell you this. They will have a discussion about this. They absolutely will at least talk about it.
And he's going to want money. And you're going to have to put in a carve-out like this girl ain't coming over here and running nothing.
No, you might have to do that. But do you think that Bill would let any of that stuff at this point keep him from being the Giants head coach? And I'm just going to say this. Remember two things. Number one, it's that job. Number two, Bill is still not that far away from being the all-time winningest NFL head coach.
I understand that.
And that's something that I think is important to him.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, do you think that he loves the idea that it was Brady and not him? That Brady won one without him?
But look what he's doing in running away. Look what he's doing with running away from the commitment that he had with North Carolina. He going to go there, they going to give him all this money, and he going to leave and let his son be the head coach? That sounds like
his
the old
son's
screw
not going
job.
to be the head coach.
He has it written in that his son is his predecessor.
Yeah, I don't know that that's definitive.
A mullet in the ACC?
They're going to find their way out of that. They'll find their way out of that. You could buy your way out of that. I don't know if they want that. He might have it written in there, but I'm not.
You got it written in there that he can get out, and it's a slight buyout. The Giants going to buy him out.
Let's go to Tessa, West Caldwell.
Where
Tessa.
the hell you been, Tessa? You been hiding in the corner?
Listen, let me tell both of y'all. First of all, thanks for my call. Thanks for taking my call. Listen, I can't deal with y'all. Like, I literally just spit my water out. Y'all are hilarious. Like, stop it. Knock it off. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Both of you guys together is just like, it's awesome. Bart, you're out of control with some of the stuff you say, and I love it. I love you for it. Every time you say crazy stuff, I'm dying. And you do make sometimes Carlin, like, pause for a second, and that's why I just be dying. So, but I've been here.
Hey, I'm trying to get us out of here.
Gone. No, they better not get y'all out of there. Nah, we need y'all. Especially when I'm driving, I need y'all. Listen, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm just trying to be calm. I feel like an ungrateful, spoiled, rotten kid because at the end of the day, I got something I wanted, which I really don't call for people getting fired, but I didn't get it all. They are a duo, a tag team. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Daboll and Schoen are a tag team. Schoen had just as much to do with this hot, dirty, rotten trash, and Kafka too. They all need to be gone. Tear it down, burn it down to the ground, and start all over again. Because at the end of the day, Schoen is a snake. So people like my number one choice, a Mike Tomlin or even a John Harbaugh and then Stefanski, they're never going to want to come in because they're not dealing with that SHI. They're not dealing with that. And I feel like Shane is going to want somebody that's going to be a yes man, and we're going to be in the same boat again because he don't want nobody that's going to go against him. He don't want to go against the grain. That's why he has no business leading this search. He has no business, like you said. Bring in that
30-13.
The contractors or whatever like that.
30-13,
Because at the end of the
Mike
day,
Tannenbaum. get him some money. Why
you
you hating on Mike
Shane is a
Tomlin?
dirty
It's not Mike. It's just the whole consultant thing and search firm thing to begin with.
Everybody has
But
consultant.
Carlin,
It's
come
an
on.
executive thing. That's
Shane
a
can't
business
run
thing.
this thing. He cannot run this.
I'm
church.
not saying that he
is trash
should.
himself.
Shane could bring you.
And Bart, please stop.
I
it with
think
the
you
Mike
guys are all
McCarthy.
getting caught up in
Well,
the
who?
fact that Shane's going to be hiring
Mike
this guy.
McCarthy.
What's
Please
wrong with
knock it
Mike
off with that.
McCarthy?
We don't want him, and we don't want Bill Belichick. We need somebody that's going to come in there and mean business immediately, and that's somebody like a Mike Tomlin, a John Harbaugh, or even Stefanski. But Mike McCarthy, he's a yes man too.
Mike McCarthy.
He was so busy on Jerry's boat. Like, come on, stop. He's not even focused.
But Mike McCarthy won more games than Mike Tomlin's won in the last 3 years.
I understand that, but we don't want him. He's too much of a yes guy. We don't need that. We need somebody that's going to mean business and stand on 10 toes.
He won 20. He was 12 at Texas. He was 12-5 every year in Dallas, dealing with that crazy owner. And we know that Mara's not anywhere as involved or overbearing as Jerry Jones. He don't have no press conference every week. He don't got no radio show. Like, you bring him here, he'll bring you stability. Listen, look at the quarterbacks. If we're going to give Daboll and everybody else credit for developing young quarterbacks, how can we not give it to Mike McCarthy for what he did with Aaron Rodgers and Dak Prescott? And the last year, he called the plays himself. And Dak was having one of the best seasons of his career before he got injured.
There's no doubt. Listen,
I wouldn't dismiss Mike McCarthy.
Maybe
Mike
I should throw him on the list.
Mike McCarthy, Rex Ryan is so.
They're not. Listen, if you want to make Rex the defensive coordinator for McCarthy, means when you hit the button, you turn the mic off by accident.
It'd be over.
How about Kay? Kay goes over, gets me a slice. What a good dude. But then what does he do to make him a bad guy?
Yeah.
He sits in here and eats it, makes me watch while we still got 10 minutes left in the segment, and he puts mine right next to me.
But you didn't even see. He came in, he hit the AC to cool your cheese off. He took it down to 69 degrees.
Let's hit Artie in Brooklyn. Artie, what's going on, bud? How are you?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking the call, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for switching the subject on you, but it gets to me. Like, Aaron Glenn's talking this stuff, and I'm thinking that he is Mike Tomlin, right? Then some of these moves that he made. Did somebody ask him how come he didn't go for 2-point conversion last week? He was going for 2-point conversions all that time. He said, I'm trying to win a game, his answer, or trying to be aggressive. How come all of a sudden now he's kicking extra points? What changed? And here, you decided on fields, not us.
Yeah.
$30 million. And he's throwing it. Go look at the last 5 weeks. He threw the ball 13 times, no more than 13 times. He throws one pick. The announcer said what a great play that was on the defense as far as team and stuff like that. All right, fine, he throws a pick. But, I mean, then you just put a hold on the bleeping guy and the farthest throw was the screen pass, the hole, thank God. I mean, come on. You're not beating the Pats or the Ravens throwing the ball 12 times.
Artie, you're not wrong. And this is what I've been talking about the entire game. Like, because they won and because the special teams had a great day and Brees had a great day and Quincy Williams came and had a bad day, what goes unreported is that was a horrible quarterback performance. Maybe almost as bad as his performance with the Broncos when you talk about his completion percentage, being in the pocket. Like, the special teams saved them. And you can't win. You can't beat most teams throwing the ball. He would have threw the ball for 6 yards if it went for one play. And it's not like it was a play where he read the defense, threw down. I mean, it was a great play to call on cover zero, called him in a blitz. But, man, we have to address the fact that maybe Tyrod Taylor gives them the best chance to win this week.
Look, he is awful, and we know this. Justin Fields is awful, and he can have one good game every 5 games, and that's it.
The crazy part is Dylan was more effective as a passer than he was, and Dylan sucked. He threw a touchdown pass. It was a hand grenade hook shot, but it landed.
Yeah. He was so – I mean –
And he's when the first score, Dylan – like, so who would you take?
It's a minus 5 yards passing in the first half.
Man.
And all the passing yards he had in the second half was on the Brees Hall screen for a touchdown. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. Oh, let me get out of the Jets. Carlos in the truck is up next on ESPN New York. Carlos, what's up, baby?
Hey, guys. How you doing, man? You guys are the best. Listen, Carlin, I missed your picks on the coaches, but I did catch the one because I'm in and out of my truck. So I caught the one with Mike Tomlin, man. And I think that's one of the best because you know why? He's a coach.
That's my number one. That's my number one.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that because you know what? He's been around for a long time and stood on that one team for a long time. And then the condition that Mara is in, the owner, with the cancer, man, that'll put him at ease, man. You don't have to worry about things like that no more, you know? Because that's very stressful. He's going through stress right now with all what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
But what are you going to give up for Mike? What are you going to give up for Mike Tomlin? Because I don't know if you don't. If Mike Tomlin comes out, you got to be on track.
I mentioned a 304. I'm not good with all those things that you guys put out there, but hey, whatever it takes, man, get that man.
Again, I would point to this, okay? It's the relationship between the organizations. That's not going to be a lot of squabbling. Even if it was a 2, I would do it.
Ugh.
But I think it's more likely that's a 3, and everybody goes home happy. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in a point where they're going to have to hit the reset button next year. That's just it. They might make the playoffs this year, but look at what's going on. Look at how much money they've spent. Look at the quarterback. Look at the offensive line.
They're the oldest team in the world.
Yes. And they cannot continue to do this. And Mike Tomlin is not going to want to be in the middle of a complete rebuild. And let's just call it what it is. Sometimes you've been somewhere long enough.
Yeah.
And the Giants would be a really interesting situation for him.
It happened like that with Bill Cowher, but he's going to. But he may want to be general manager, and he's going to want more power. He's not going to leave.
I mean, Mike Tomlin pretty much calls the shots in Pittsburgh, too.
Yeah, but he's going to want to be the you talk about
Joe
a guy
Schoen
that come in.
is not keeping me from hiring Mike Tomlin.
But Mike want to buy his groceries and make the meals.
I'll let Mike do that.
Because we saw that. We talked about Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien is interesting. He's a Patriot type of guy.
I mean, he went up to Boston College. There hasn't been much happening. They went to a bowl game last year. There hasn't been a whole lot going on up there. And to be fair to him, Boston College is a very hard place to win.
Yeah.
You talk about investing resources and stuff, good luck at BC.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
But he's also a guy who is a developer of quarterbacks. So that's one thing. Everything has to be – I don't think you go with a defensive coach. Man.
Listen, he was doing a good job in Houston when he took the Penn State. Did he take the Penn State job first or did he take the Houston job? He took the Houston job after Penn State.
That's right. Yeah.
He did a good job at Penn State.
He was in Penn State, then he went to Houston?
Yes. Then he went to the Texans. So, listen, I don't think that's the worst idea.
Speaking of Houston, Deshaun Watson back to practice. Maybe that might be enough to make Stefanski say, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Deshaun Watson being back in practice is not going to do a damn thing for you. Nothing. You can keep doing a little teeth, whatever.
He's still young.
Want.
He's still young, baby.
Let's hear from our friends at Samwell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out here enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch could feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures and treatments that get you real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck and back pain to migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain, and he will build a custom game plan that is right for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And, yes, most major insurances are accepted, so don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com, call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Vinny, Staten Island, next on ESPN New York. Vincenz, what's up?
What's going on? Is Samwell in New York?
Yeah. Well, it's in Jersey. We got him in Inglewood. We got him in Woodbridge and Livingston, man. Listen, they'll come pack your back to sciatica, man. They hook you up, Dan.
I got such a bad case of sciatica right now. It's killing me.
Oh yeah, he'll hook you up. It's non-surgical too, man. You got that nerve is flaring up. You got to get that nerve to calm down, and you might have something sitting on on your bone. You got to get adjusted a little bit. Cow.
Yeah. So Daboll, what got him fired was he's a quarterback killer. This poor guy, he got Daniel Jones' neck busted up, concussion, ACL, Jackson Dart, 2 concussions already. This guy's still running this kid when everybody's talking about him not taking hits. He's out of his mind, Daboll. He really is crazy. There's something wrong with that boy.
I just don't understand how you can get – listen, Kafka's there too. Kafka's calling the plays too. So I'm putting that on him too.
Yeah, and I just want to say one thing about the Jets.
Sure.
I got to give Aaron Glenn his props. He fired that defense up. Benching Quincy Williams. They all came out to play. That defense came out to play the other day. Will McDonald was and Jermaine Johnson and the guy that took Quentin Williams' spot played really well too.
Yeah, but then Quentin came in and gave you 8 tackles, a sack, and 2 tackles for loss. Like, yo, bro, like, what would he have had if he had the same thing? I tell you what, I want to see how he fires his defense to go up against the best team in the division right now. It's one thing to do it against Dylan Gabriel. Let's see if you can stop the big passes from Drake May. Let's see if you can try and slow down this run game. Let's see if you can not outsmart it. Let's see if you don't see, like, it's easy for the last 2 games for you not to have a lot of penalties and be disciplined because the teams that you play suck. You know, when you get penalties and things like that is when the team or the person that you're checking on the other side is better than you, and you start getting outside of your frame because you can't handle. So I want to see what Aaron Glenn does this week on a short week, dealing with the team and the Patriots that are feeling good about themselves and looking at the Jets as just another opponent, somebody that they can beat easily on their way to winning the division and create some separation between the Buffalo Bills.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. We continue on your calls. We continue on the chat on the ESPN New York YouTube page, and we continue with candidates. We've got to have the Belichick discussion. That's next on ESPN New York.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
To the net. Score! The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey, or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat. Barzell for Horvat. Score! Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Michelle's Moment here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity.
What movie is this off of?
What is this, Mannequin?
Scarface. You see
Scarface, yeah.
This is
when
from Scarface?
He's counting all the money when he's counting all the money and stuff, and he's showing him like sitting on the thing, and he's going through the drugs and the money counting and everything he's going on through. Yeah,
I'm going to let you in on something I shouldn't.
Man, you bet not say that. God, man, you got homework. Let's say that then.
Never seen it.
You got homework. I can't. That's iconic, man. That's like saying,
I know.
That's like Harvey saying he never saw Roots.
I saw Roots.
That was part of school. Chicken George.
Never saw.
It's the old boy from Anthony.
What do you call it?
Burton from Reading Rainbow. He also played Data.
No, I know that. LeVar Burton.
He played Data on Star Trek: Next Generation too.
Yeah. No, I know LeVar Burton's in it, but I never saw Scarface.
Wow.
Never saw Carlito's Way either.
Wow.
But not the follow up for that.
It's something like that. Yeah. Come on, man.
I know. I know.
This is what I don't understand. This man flies literally every weekend.
I can only watch so much. I'm watching all the time.
You've been calling the game for 20 years.
I know.
In 20 years, you never thought, let's just watch Scarface.
Listen, because of you, I ended up seeing, what was the movie? We All We Got.
CMB, baby.
Yeah. What was the movie?
Sugar Hill. No, not Sugar Hill. Nino Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Jack City.
Yeah, New Jack City.
Yeah.
Ha-ha.
I had never seen that before, so now I'll see it. I'll go and I'll make sure that I see Scarface. I know what my shortcomings are, and I know not seeing Scarface is a major shortcoming.
Yeah, man, that's like saying you never seen E.T.
No, I saw E.T.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I saw E.T. in the theater when I was like 10.
You had the 3D glasses.
I had the 3D glasses for the Jaws 3.
But did that even work?
No.
There's no effect in Jaws 3, man. That thing, what are you gonna do? That mechanical damn. Only thing they couldn't make Jaws 3D if he came through the screen.
They tried to. It wasn't working. Wasn't working. Game time brought to you by our friends at Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7:30 tonight, Knicks hosting the Grizzlies at Madison Square Garden. Coverage begins 7 p.m. right here on 880 ESPN. When is Morant getting traded?
Yeah,
that's coming.
Real. They hate him.
That's coming.
Would you trade? Ooh.
What?
He's box office.
Morant?
I'm trying to think.
I would not trade for Morant.
Trade him to the New Jersey Nets for some draft picks.
Well, the Nets are hosting the Raptors tonight at the Barclays. That's a 7:30 tip. Can't wait for that. Talking about can't wait.
Yeah, I'm saying he want to be a thug. You know what I'm saying? You be a thug in East Brooklyn in the Marcy Project. You want to go do the air guns. Here you go.
The Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I do think that we for the sake of examining it as a possibility, because I do think it will be talked about, we have to have the Belichick discussion. Now, your primary concern right now is who's going to be on that staff? You don't think anybody wants to be on that staff, right?
We don't even think he can coach anymore. Dude went down there. He's not even a good college coach. Maybe he just lost his luster. We haven't seen him be a good coach since he lost that other guy, Tom Brady.
See, the thing I would say about the college thing is you go down there in year one with the way things are right now in NIL, and you're trying to evaluate all this talent last minute, and you're trying to get guys in here last minute. I don't think it's fair to evaluate Bill off of year one this year.
How much money he spent on NIL? They gave him all the money. MJ gave him all the money he needed, man.
I understand.
He gave him all the proceeds to the North Carolina threes, the patent leathers.
I'm talking about one year down there. I don't think is fair to judge Belichick on.
Man, did you see the first game? He had all the stars there: Julius Pepper, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, and they were getting blown out, and they left by halftime.
right.
That's what happened.
Even they was like, I can't support this.
Listen, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm saying it's going to be a discussion. When you win 6 Super Bowls as a coach, as a head coach, it's going to be a discussion. When you win a couple more.
How many without time?
I understand. A couple more as a coordinator for sure. It's going to be talked about.
Who was that?
And when you have the relationship with this team, it's going to be talked about.
Who was that we were teasing, saying that they had 4 Super Bowls and they tried to take credit for it? We was making fun of them the other day. It was somebody. It was like either a general manager, assistant general manager, or a coach, and he's trying to act like he won those Super Bowls. Like, bro, you was just a passenger.
Yeah.
Like,
Belichick was not a passenger.
I'm talking about as a coordinator.
No, I know. But Belichick was not a passenger on this.
Norwood didn't just kick the ball down the middle. Like, come on, man.
All right, but just for if I could keep you over here for a half a second. Bart keeps looking at the TV. I just cannot keep his attention.
Yo, man.
What?
She thick as peanut butter. What's her name?
I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to say it on the air.
Yo, son. She winning.
How you doing?
She going to get traded in a racial draft. You could have Fantasia. We're going to trade Fantasia for Erdo. I ain't know, dog.
I understand.
I ain't know.
John just walked by. I told him I hate him. I mouthed to him, I hate you. As you walk by.
I hate it here. Yo, that just came out of nowhere. Like, you could at least look, man. When I see, like, you would be distracted too.
I understand. She's attractive. I get that. I'm having a conversation over here.
My bad. What Bill say?
Never mind.
Hey, Kay, you see this? Look at Good Morning Football, man. I ain't even know. I ain't know. I was unaware. It'll come back. It's on commercial. Never mind. Not that.
How about Black Kev? That'll make things so much easier for me. Hey, Black Kev, that makes it so much easier for me right now. What's up? Oh, my God.
What's good, fellas? Yeah, Bart, I saw you talking about Belichick's side piece there, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about her. She ain't thick as peanut butter.
Oh.
She thin as Cool Whip.
Oh. All right, fella. I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna preface this by saying I am in no way advocating for Kafka long term, but I have to go. But maybe Kafka was a product of Daboll's nonsense because of the Thibodeau effect. And what I mean by the Thibodeau effect is just a matter of when players used to sit down there, they make a mistake, and they look over to the sideline, they look at Thibodeau with that sour face that looked like he done had onions, lemons, and a cocktail of like orange bitters or something. You get all tight, and you don't do what you're supposed to do. You're more worried about making mistakes. I kind of wonder if that was the issue there with Kafka, because Kafka was sitting down there. Everybody keeps wanting to bring this guy in for an interview. Never could understand it. And I was one of the main people that was digging his butt saying, like, he stinks. He's a lousy coordinator, and I don't want to see him no more. But I started thinking to just today, after all that, I started thinking, hold on. Maybe it's because Daboll, he's an idiot, and he is the one that is causing all the issues. From what I kept reading and hearing about, he kept being in people's headphones with mistakes and screaming at his coordinators and doing all kinds of nonsense inside of the headphones if something goes wrong. Maybe that was what was causing him to call plays that was stupid. Call plays that was putting our quarterback in some kind of danger and jeopardy.
All right, so you're going to say that
You don't think
Daboll.
so?
Well, no, hang on. You're going to say that the reason that Daboll or the reason that Kafka is calling the run plays is because Daboll's telling him to call the run plays.
Or he's yelling at him so he can't do his job because he's making everybody so stressed out and tense because he's yelling at him through the headphones.
No, I get it. But
so that's not.
Is that really going to cause you to call plays to run the quarterback?
Well,
I think it's more likely that Daboll's telling them.
You can't focus. Yeah, it's like man, like call this play. Like man, can I do my job?
Right, fellas, if you're talking about Wink Martindale is one of the stronger personalities in the league, similar to Rex Ryan. Stronger personalities at being a coordinator. And even he was sitting down and saying, like, this idiot is – I mean, you can't even focus on what you're trying to get done because this dummy is sitting down there screaming. And you can see Daboll is the type of person that you make that smallest wrong adjustment on a call, he's going to be looking over at you with that look on his face, and he's chirping in your ear. Don't you want to punch people in their face when they do nonsense like that? You're trying to get something done, and they chirping behind you or whatever. You want to throw – whenever I go bowling and everything –
You'll be like, you do it. You'll be like, you do it then. Whatever, man. You call the plays. Right. Then. I'm good. You do. Since you got all the answers, you do it.
Sitting there.
No, Kev, I get all.
I'm sitting there bowling, and I'm,
Kev, I get all that. I understand it. I first of all, yes, we had heard some of that stuff, but we don't know that he was in Kafka's ears screaming and yelling about it.
Well, what's weird?
Daboll's gone.
What's weird is
maybe Kafka's got a chance.
What was weird is we heard him saying it to Wink. So if he said to Wink, and that's not even his expertise side of the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, he's serving it up to the person that he's saying, hey, I should be calling this.
Let's be fair. He's not fair. Let's be real. Wink's not taking crap from anybody.
Yeah, that's why Dave was probably arguing like, yo, and I'm the Mike linebacker. What's the damn call?
Yeah.
They said, all right, yo.
Wink went to Michigan because, get away from Daboll. It's a good job. And you think Wink's hitting the road and going out there and recruiting like that? No. He's closing deals.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. And so when Wink's got that kind of personality, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being that way. The dude's got a big resume in his past as a defensive coordinator.
But if Kafka's not built that way, it can wear on you. So let's see listen, we got no choice. Kafka's going to be the man. Let's see I hope the offense doesn't struggle. Because now he has to be a supervisor or CEO. He can't just be an offensive guy or defensive guy. He has to coach the whole team, and he has a lot of administrative stuff that he's going to have to do that I don't know he's ready for. But listen, nobody cares how you get your chances in the NFL. When you get them, you're expected to take full advantage of them.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. In moments, we continue with you. We finish up with you on the calls, but we also will lay out the guy that has to be the Giants' next coach. It's all on the way next on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At the 5-yard line, handoff Breece Hall, finds a crease, runs left, he's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, clear the runway and be at MetLife Stadium for Week 13 as your New York Jets take on the Atlanta Falcons. Sunday, November 30th at 1 p.m., presented by New Jersey Lottery. Join us as we celebrate First Responders Day. Don't miss your chance to be at the game. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Okay. DJ Harv. Okay, we're going to have DJ wars from our producers, you know what I'm saying? Man, doing our Thug Dizzle, man. Harv killing them today, son. He coming with that different stuff, not the stuff that's on the top 5 at 5. He going deep in archives.
I am absolutely getting destroyed, and I understand why, for having not seen Scarface.
Yeah, that is
in the chat.
Bro,
just hammered. I know.
Only thing worse than not seeing Scarface is saying, I didn't see Coming to America.
Of course I saw that.
Okay, well, we know the Big Mac and the Big Mick. What else is equivalent to not seeing? Man.
Like, it's like saying you didn't see The Godfather.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I hadn't.
or Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. It's up there. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. Look, if there's a possibility that this is it in Pittsburgh for Tomlin, and I'm not talking about him getting fired. I'm talking about Mike Tomlin looking around, realizing how much money they spent on that defense this year. It's not very good. Realizing that Aaron Rodgers is going out the door, that the offensive line isn't very good, that they don't have a lot to work with other than DK Metcalf, and understanding that this is going to be hitting the reset button. And then you have the relationship between the Giants and the Steelers that you do. Quite literally, families involved. The Rooneys and the Maras. Quite literally, family ties between the two organizations. I would not be stunned if at the end of the year that was a discussion to be had. And Bart,
but
they should do it in a freaking heartbeat.
But you're assuming that Mike Tomlin wants to be there. He has something to say about it, too.
Yes,
he
of course.
He may not want to deal with this market after he's been in a calm place. He don't want to deal with these New York crazy people.
But do you think, first of all, do you think it's still as nuts in New York as they make it out when it's everywhere else?
It's not.
Because in Pittsburgh, it's crazy football.
This is like mafia family. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mafia stuff. You know what I mean? These are two the original families. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get all that. I just don't know. I just don't know if that means that Mike Tomlin wants to be a part of it.
Does Jackson Dart make this a more attractive job?
Yes, because he hasn't had a quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger.
Does the Giants' pass rush make this a more attractive job?
Yeah.
So I guess my point here is simply there are some pieces in place here that are important pieces. And I could look at that and say, I got a chance to do something in the shorter term while I'm still not paying the quarterback. If I can do that, that makes it an attractive job. I don't think it's I don't think it's this crazy notion that could happen. I really don't. Yeah. I think it would feel like Tomlin's kind of place where he'd want to go coach.
I don't know, man. Mike Epps Jr. in Atlanta could be real. Lemon pepper wings, good quarterback. They got some pass rushers now. They got great corners, less pressure. Arthur Blank is a tremendous owner. New stadium, cost of living low. He's back in the division that he started in because he started in that division with Tampa Bay as a cornerbacks coach with Dungy and all that stuff. I don't know, dog.
Let's hit Jose.
Could be Wakanda forever.
Listen, I think in Atlanta that would be anybody who was going to hire Tomlin, they'd be lining up for him for sure.
And look, the only person you got to beat is Ty Bowles, your old buddy. You ain't got to worry about the Panthers. Like here, you got to deal with
the Panthers. You don't have to worry about the Saints.
Right, you got to deal with the Eagles, and you got to deal with, you know what I'm saying, Dallas maybe figuring it out with 25,000 first-round draft picks, and Dak Prescott.
And Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, and all those, Don't give me that, dog.
Jose, Austin, Texas, next. Listening on the ESPN New York app. Jose, what's up?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
If I can make a real quick Jets point before the Giants point, what do you think? Bart, tell the team to throw out that rookie quarterback Cook out there, man. It's obvious that Justin can't make quarterback throws. Let's see if the kid's got something and already play for a roster spot for next year.
Yeah, if they do that, they'll do that for like the last 3 games. They're not going to do that right now when the team has momentum. If anything, they should go with Tyrod Taylor so that you can evaluate these new receivers that you got. You want somebody that the ball's going to come out on time. You want somebody that's going to go through their progressions. You don't want Justin Fields holding the ball and then running routes like, yo, where the hell the ball at? Like, what's going on? And sitting down his own.
Completely fair, especially with these new receivers. Absolutely. We just need to see how these receivers play in the offense. But to my Giants point, what do you gentlemen think about Josh McCown? I think someone who's off the radar completely.
That's what I said.
Talking about legacy.
That's what I said.
Sorry, I didn't catch that earlier today.
Yeah, Carlin shunned me.
You guys are talking about these legacy coaches.
Carlin shunned me. He said he didn't deserve the spot. A lot of guys don't deserve the spot. D'Amico Ryan didn't deserve to be a head coach. Well, yeah, he did. He was okay.
He kind of did. He was a coordinator.
But McCown has been doing his thing as a quarterback's coach for a couple of years.
But he hasn't been a coordinator yet.
But you don't have to be a coordinator to go do that. John Harbaugh was a special teams coordinator.
I understand that. But Harbaugh had the leadership capabilities where people were going to look to him and respond. Now, you said that was bumpy early.
Yeah,
you were there early.
Yeah. But we had a good team, veteran team.
Yeah.
But so did Josh McCown. Josh McCown has been a leader from on the sidelines, right? He's been a coach and coaching up young quarterbacks all the time. Ever since he's been in the league for 20 years. Like you talk about a guy get 20 years and not have to play at all.
He may be a good candidate.
And we know he's supposedly has a great offensive mind. It's like hiring Kevin O'Connell.
Okay, I could buy that.
Kevin O'Connell only really coordinated, but he was coordinating underneath Sean McVay. So really, what was he really doing?
You're not really coordinating. You're not calling plays.
My point, it was his system.
And he's turned out to be a phenomenal coach.
Absolutely.
And especially a guy that can thrive with a quarterback.
And what was he? A former backup quarterback.
Yes.
That was around great quarterbacks.
All right. Add him to the list. Make it 21.
21. We got him.
I'll give you 21.
We got him to the list.
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. I want to get a couple in there from the chat over on YouTube. The Scarface thing just continues, and I know I'm a complete disgrace. Let's see here.
I never been anything that didn't come to have it coming to him, man. I got two things in this world. I can't say it, and I can't say it.
A lot of people have brought up the Rex thing, and not just as a coordinator, as a head coach. Giants are not going to hire Rex.
Rex may have an opportunity in Miami. I think that Miami job may come open, even though they like Josh. They love McDaniel. But I think that job may open up.
I think Rex would actually have a chance at the Miami head coaching job.
I think the Cardinals job may open up too.
If it does, if you're Rex, do you want to go there? That's such a bad organization.
But he coached there as an assistant with his dad a long time ago.
It's been such a bad organization for a while.
Yeah, but they got some good bones about them. You know what I mean? New stadium. They got some decent stuff going on there.
Plus, it sounds like they want to move on from Murray. And if that's the case, you're starting over at quarterback again.
Yeah.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. The Michael K. Show is coming up next.
Is he gonna do the show in that 3-piece?
Yeah, he's doing it right here.
Man, he's going to get some back butter. That's a lot of heat up in here. You know
I quite literally warmed the seat up for him. He'll find out how